Matt, come back.
Oh, at F.
I disagree.
Yeah,
Let's save it for the.
Kick is still live.
I
I want you to yell at me when the
We're good.
stream's
Oh,
going.
we're on kick.
It's
Okay.
off.
Oh boy.
I agree, but I disagree.
Yeah, I think.
How does that work?
Come back. Yeah, we're good now.
I agree, except in the context of like devout religious people. But I think like evolutionary, from an evolutionary standpoint, yes, that's completely correct. You read the book Evolution of Desire, and it talks about exactly the same thing. Men are meant to compile resources, protect and provide, and in return, they do get sexual access. I mean, you look back at caveman days, and they were populating with as many women as they possibly could. That's how the world was created, essentially.
And how society was built also.
Yes, I do agree for the most part. I think there is an exception when it comes to very religious people, though. And I think that men can, when they're tapped into that, and that's really important to them, I think they can stay loyal and not be a simp simultaneously. But it's rare. It's rare. That's my opinion.
Good
I
take.
still disagree. I agree with you in some part, but I still disagree.
What do you disagree with?
With letting your man do whatever he wants. We cannot normalize that, you know?
But he does whatever he wants anyway.
We cook, we clean, we do everything for you. We
You
do
cook
your
where?
laundry.
Where do you cook?
You cook, you clean, you
No,
do
but where do you cook?
laundry. What do you mean? In the kitchen.
Okay, who's paying for the house?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're still giving him pussy.
You know what? You know what? It actually does matter. Because if you're paying for the house also, I'm going to be a feminist here. If you're paying half the rent, then yeah, fuck him. What's he doing? He should be home.
Okay,
but
then,
if he's
that's
providing you with a house,
Case closed.
and providing you with a car, and providing you with food, and
we love
if he's taking
providers.
care of you, if he's providing for you head to toe, he earns his freedom.
But
That's
he's not
actually
gonna
the
go
truth.
cheat.
And you don't give him pussy
We're
because he
not
gives you dick.
normalizing
That's
cheating.
50-50. That's an equal exchange. That's not you giving anything.
So you want to normalize cheating.
It's not cheating. We've already discussed this. We've changed the framing of cheating.
But that's what you're making it seem.
No, what I'm trying to do is explain to you how
No,
a psyop.
you're telling me-
I'm trying to explain to you.
You're telling me a man could go do whatever he wants. That's what I'm talking about.
Sure.
A man cannot do whatever he wants. I'm the type of girl, personally, you're not going to do whatever you want, baby.
So he's gonna fuck you, and then he's gonna take care of you, and then he's
No,
gonna,
you're
he's
gonna
get
tell
another
him.
girl, and then you're
You're
gonna
gonna
leave.
stay home.
You think he loses?
You're controlling?
He doesn't lose.
That's what you're saying?
What I'm
Yes,
trying,
very.
What I'm trying to do is make you understand a larger point outside of your own feelings. And what you just did is something very important. You said, "I'm the type of girl." With all due respect, and I mean this genuinely respectfully, we're not talking about you. We're talking about society by and large. We're
But
talking about
it's most girls.
We're talking. No, it's not actually.
Most girls, yes.
I'll
they're
tell
like
you why
that.
it's not. I'll tell you why it's not most girls in a second. We're talking about the societal framing that we operate within, and this false idea of monogamy, which no man sticks to anyway. This false premise, which has been injected into the minds of women, so they constantly go through life. Getting with a guy, he cheats, leave him. Get with a guy, he cheats, leave him. Get with a guy, he cheats, till they've been through 20 dicks and their hearts are gone and they just become a gold-digging whore.
Yeah.
That's all that's happening. So this is a huge psyop that's being perpetuated on society, and it's why nobody is happy. And let me tell you why most girls do not say, only me. I'll tell you why. Because all of the men with any kind of money know that that's not true. Because all the men with any kind of money and any kind of status and fame have a whole bunch of women. And a bunch of women are happy to share him. They may complain, they may moan, they may not like it, but they still share him. And the guys with no money and no status and no car are working in Starbucks waiting for you to walk in there and tell them, all I want is a man who's loyal to me. Because you can go get a loyal man today. You can walk in there and say, I would like a latte and a loyal man. And you'll leave with that guy. Because he's never fucked anything in his fucking life. But he doesn't even cross your mind. You don't even see him as human. Because you only want these guys who have all the choices in the world. And they've gone through and struggled in life to have those choices. So to say to a man who was one day born starving and eventually gets to the buffet, and to say to him, don't eat anything but this grape. Me, I'm the only thing you can touch. It's unrealistic. And I am genuinely advocating. I genuinely believe from the bottom of my heart, women will be happier and men will be happier if we just drop this bullshit. Drop the bullshit that men should be loyal. A man should provide for you. A man should protect you. A man should take care of you. A man should educate you. A man has a lot of obligations. But this idea that if a man does all of those flawlessly and then he sleeps with another girl, you should leave is bullshit. It's truly bullshit.
What if
Shout out
it's
to all the good
if
men
it's
that
the other way
got cheated
around?
by these
If
hoes.
it's the other way around, it doesn't apply in any regard. Because,
It does.
No, it doesn't. And I'm
Because
gonna-
they react the same way. They attack.
It doesn't apply
Like
in
if
any
it's our
regard.
fault, but they did the
Firstly,
same
from a
thing.
biological perspective, a woman sleeping with 100 men is very different than a man sleeping with 100 women, and every girl knows that. Secondly, and this is very important, this is actually very important, for the sake of the argument, I'm going to give you some credit and pretend what you said makes any kind of sense. You show me a woman who's educating a man, protecting a man, providing for a man, paying all his bills, taking care of him, giving him absolutely everything. I guarantee you a lot of men, if he had a woman who's giving him the entire fucking world, a Bentley, a house, a whip, education,
He's a bitch. He let a bitch
he is
pay
a
for his
bitch.
bills.
But when his gangsters came after him, his wife went and
Niggas
dealt with
think
him.
he's weak
If you had
she
a
pay your
man,
bills.
let me finish. If you had a man who was being taken care of head to toe in life by a woman, and then she said, and this does actually happen, because you have rich women with rich old husbands who fuck some young dude. And she said, I'm going to go fuck some other guy. You know what that man getting all that money and all that provision and all that shit taken care of? He'd say, I'll fucking just come back after. Fucking whatever. He wouldn't even fucking do it. He'd say, safe. See you tomorrow.
Let me watch.
Oh, exactly. So if a man was getting from the relationship what women get from the relationship, they'd actually be a lot more grateful. Because the truth of relationships is that men give it all. We give so much more than we get. And you're going to say you get pussy. No, because that dick and pussy is an equal exchange. And pussy's everywhere. That's not what it's about. You cannot, as a woman, and this is the reality of the world. It's not an insult. You cannot, as a woman, provide a man with the things or anything equal to the amount of money he is constantly spending on just keeping you alive and stopping you from complaining. That's the reality of the game. So, of course, the man's in a position of authority, and of course he can do what he wants. It's a completely different thing.
I'm hearing you and I understand.
So you agree?
I also have something like serious to like, you know, something genuine to like, you know, see if you know about, you know.
What?
What are you saying?
No, I don't know.
You know, I think it's
I'm
beautiful
talking to
for
him.
a
I'm
man.
talking to him. I'm talking
I'm
to him.
curious
shine.
what it,
Go on.
It's
Come on,
something
man.
serious.
Let my boy shine.
Have you ever heard of Do you like my
This must be from your communication degree, but unfortunately, I'm confused.
Yo, we can move on, bro.
There's a clip of you
Lee?
making fun of lashes.
Stupid.
I'm sorry, I do not recognize this clip. Maybe we can find it. I don't think I've
Maybe
done
you
that.
forgot.
I don't either.
Maybe. I don't think so.
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember.
Maybe they'll remember.
That's why women are fucking stupid.
Communication, that's your degree, bro.
Listen, guys, we're not insulting women. We're just trying to explain that society will be better.
Yes.
Society will be better if we all live. We need to optimize for competence.
Let
and to
men
do
lead.
that, to do that, you need
Let
to be
me
realistic.
lead.
What I'm
That's what it is.
Girls.
You guys are litters.
No, girls.
Go ahead.
No, it's not that. I'm genuinely here hoping that I can educate the world. And I'm telling you that as a man, we have a completely different experience of life than you. And our experience of life is that we have to optimize for competency because we can't rely on the fact that we look a certain way. We have to get shit done. And the only way you optimize for competency is to be realistic. You have to understand the rules of the game extremely well to be competent within that game. So when I'm telling you things, I'm not trying to insult you or upset you. I'm telling you how the world actually functions. You can ignore me and you can stay in a delusion, or you can sit and go, wait, that actually makes some sense. And what I'm saying to you, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, if women were not psyoped constantly and endlessly by the Matrix to believe that if a man gives them the entire world, they still have the right to leave him because he slept with someone else, you would have a whole bunch more happy marriages, parents would be together, all the arguing would go away, all this dumb shit constantly complaining about men being men is ridiculous. Because even the loyal men, the ones who don't sleep with other women, you know what they're doing? They're paying her bills via OnlyFans. All these men who say, "Oh, I don't fuck anything else." It's not because they don't. It's not because they don't want to. It's because they can't. It's because they can't. So they're watching porn. They're buying OnlyFans. They're not loyal anyway. Don't confuse lack of availability and lack of capability with loyalty. Just because they're too pussy to fuck doesn't mean they're any more loyal than a man who can fuck. And that's the truth. If you want to talk about a loyal man, you have to find a man who's never watched porn, never bought OnlyFans, doesn't look at other girls in the mall, never cheated. You're not gonna find a single one on the planet. So let's cut the bullshit and be realistic. That's the truth.
So, real quick, I'll continue on. So,
married men pay your bills.
But I feel like that's a super transactional.
Married men
But married men are paying your bills.
But not necessarily. Me personally.
Go ahead, boys. Be
My
happy.
experience, I've dated a lot of I've only dated one person that's made more money than me. I'm not talking like.
So what happened to those relationships? Why did they end?
financially. Well, it was different situations.
He
There were a lot
was
of them were
feminine,
younger
like
than
he was
me,
trying to
so
compete
there's
with
a
you
lot
and
of-
be.
Did you end it though, or did
Girls,
they?
one question at a time, please. She sounds
Mostly
confused.
me, but
Oh, and then also real quick, guys, we went down on YouTube for a little bit, but we're back up right now.
Yeah.
We're all on all the platforms, Kick, Rumble, wherever the fuck. So we're
X,
up right
YouTube
now,
fans,
guys,
yeah.
everywhere. We fixed it. It was
It's
The
weird.
streaming platform that we had, it wasn't the
The
internet.
point I'm making is that a man who is buying your content obviously lusts over you. Of course,
I would
'cause
never date somebody that.
I'm not talking about
subscribes to
dating.
my-
Please, I'm not talking about dating. Let's stay very focused. A man who is buying your content finds you attractive. He lusts over you. He doesn't have the capability to get you because he's a loser. So instead, he buys your content. That is the same man who says, I don't cheat on my wife because he can't fuck. Not because he doesn't want to fuck. Not because he doesn't find other women attractive. In fact, he finds them so attractive, he'll give up his hard-earned money, giving it to you, and he's never even fucking met you. He's more disloyal than the man who's out there fucking and going home to his wife. He's completely disloyal.
Thank you.
And you are confusing a lack of capability with loyalty. Men who can't fuck don't fuck and say, I don't want to fuck. If a broke man starts saying, I don't want a Ferrari, guess what? Nobody gives a fuck because you're poor. So it doesn't matter if you want one or not because you can't afford one. So my point I'm making to you is that it's married men, these loyal men, who are paying your bills because they're disloyal in their hearts anyway, because all men lust over women. So I'm saying we need to be very realistic about the world. That's the point I'm making.
Right. Okay. As far as like dating, though, I feel like that's a really sad way to look at relationships. That's
It's just
like
reality.
It's
though.
the reality.
I feel like that's. I don't know. No, I don't think that's reality. I think that's
Miami the
mindset.
same.
It
It's
can
not
be
Miami.
better.
It's
Yeah, I'm
everywhere.
from bumfuck nowhere, PA. People don't act
Oh,
like
you
that where I'm
bumfuck,
from.
right?
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
I was gonna rebuttal.
Sure.
So with men, they emotionally are attached more to one woman, but sexually, they will lust. Like even if you're married for like 10 years,
Yeah, but it's
they're
a
gonna
matter
think
of-
about somebody or act on it. It's just in their nature. Like
I
it's
feel like yes, men are visually more stimulated and impulsive, but
Mhm.
like it's a matter of respect if you are with somebody for fucking 3,
Right, so
5,
if you
10
have-
years
I
that
love
you're
her,
gonna say,
though,
oh, I
but
don't
you
care
wanna
about
fuck.
sex so much. Sex is not like 80% of your relationship.
No,
like
no.
that's a like a very superficial way
don't,
to
we
look at
don't
a
want
relationship.
you.
right,
But
right. Even if they don't act on
Just
it,
sit there,
they'll
boring.
think about it
Sure.
in their head
but-
or watch
Yeah,
porn.
right.
So
but if
that's
you
the reality
act
of
on
it.
like
Just
I'm
sit there-
not.
just sit
I
there,
feel like for me, and like you said, like.
Do
I
you
feel
think the
like
man watching
if-
porn wishing he could fuck is any better than the man who can fuck and does fuck?
Well, for me, I'm gonna like it's not a conscious decision. I'm gonna fall out of love with you. I'm gonna completely lose feelings for you if
That's
you
not true.
cheat on me.
That's not true.
I
No.
mean,
Women fall out of love with you when you go broke, not when you cheat.
I
There's two important
Only ever dated
there's two
broke guys.
important things here. No, but there's two very important things here you need to actually understand. And I understand what you're making. The point you're making. First things, relationships. Relationships between women and men, friends, not sexual, are transactional. Business relationships are transactional. Relationships between countries are transactional. This idea that there's anything that keeps any type of relationship functioning besides transaction is false. We currently see it with Trump. He's doing all these things. Everyone's talking about international law, pieces of paper, all this crap. None of it matters. What matters is transaction. I'm friends with Myron and Fresh. They gain from me, I gain from them. It's equal, it's transactional. You're friends with girls, it's transactional. There's no such thing as being with someone and only giving or only getting. Everybody goes both ways. It's exactly the same in a relationship between a man and a woman. So what I'm saying to you is, sure, in the idea that the man's paying half the bills, the woman's paying half the bills, she ain't really getting much from him, he ain't much better than her, he can't really educate her, she has to do a lot of shit herself, she has to treat him like she treats her kids, yelling at him to put the video games down, he's a bit of a loser, whatever. Of course, that's a different type of scenario than a man who has all his shit together, because the transaction's completely different. It's transactional. And what I'm saying to you, and that's the only scenario I'm describing, if a man is providing the entire world, like many rich men do, giving you everything, trips to Saint-Tropez and private jets and all your dreams are coming true, then it's a transaction. And what is he getting back? What he is getting back is not nearly as much as he's giving. So the least a woman can give him is some freedom.
I feel like when I date people, I don't date them based off of like, what is this guy's income? What can he do for me? Da 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 da. It's like
But at
if
some
I
point
have
you're gonna think
chemistry
that,
with
though.
somebody.
You-
The one
but
you
you
invite
admit-
and leave,
Come
right?
up,
If
I
it's-
better
Hold
be
on.
going.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
It's usually people that I've known for like years at a time that are like the like family friend kind of guy, like whatever. And it's like, you know, it just happens one day and then it's like we have insane chemistry and then, you know, it goes from there. It's not like I don't know, like I don't ask people how much money do you make, like whatever the fuck.
No,
like,
but but you subconsciously judge them because that's
I
no,
don't.
No, but all humans do.
But I don't though.
All humans do.
I
I
well, to be honest with
subconsciously
you, I
judge
think
all
I-
of you
I
on.
think I judge people more based off of physical appearance than
Bingo.
whatever
Of course.
else.
So you're going to judge him on his height. you're going to judge him. And you can't say, if you're honest, you cannot say that you won't judge him based on the car he drives. Don't lie.
I don't give a. Most of the
It doesn't
men
matter
that
if you
I've dated
give a
are
fuck about cars.
driving clapped out Volkswagens.
Okay,
and
well,
shit.
that's your decision. My point is, the point I'm making is, because we're humans, we all make constant, endless judgments on everybody. And I am saying to you, and I would argue that if you took the exact same man meeting you for the first time ever, any of your exes, if he pulled up in a Lambo or pulled up in a bus-up old Toyota, you would talk to him differently. I would argue
Absolutely.
that. Of course you would. Just like a man talks to a beautiful woman differently.
If anything,
Just like,
I think for me, if somebody pulls up like that, they're probably renting it. Especially living here, you're probably renting it. I'm thinking this guy's a douchebag. That's what I'm thinking.
so you're saying that you don't judge anybody by any of the appearance they give out. You're saying that you're like a perfect human.
No, I'm saying no. I'm not saying that at all.
Okay, so
I'm
of course
saying
you judge people.
My thing is like the where I judge people the most is probably physical appearance. I like what they look like.
Okay, so if you were with a really good-looking guy or a really ugly guy, would that change how you talk to him and how you approach him?
Probably not. I've dated both. I feel like if I put everybody in a lineup that I've dated, you probably wouldn't be able to pick them out. Like I've dated fat guys, I've dated ugly guys, I've dated like super pretty boy TikTok boys. Like I've dated a variety.
And none of it worked, right?
No.
Okay.
But a lot of it, I think, is
Okay,
an
read the
age
problem.
thing too, because I tend to go for 21-year-olds around there.
All right, let's. What's your name? Just so we could fly through this.
Hi, I'm Ash Wilder. Go to the
Okay.
next question.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Where are you from?
She belongs to the streets.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Thank you.
What do you do for work?
I stream, do content, and a student.
You don't do OnlyFans anymore?
I do, unfortunately, but I'm converting. I'm rebranding.
That's cap.
No, I really am gonna rebrand.
To what?
Streaming.
Okay.
All right.
What's your highest education level completed? You said you're in college?
Yeah, I'm in my senior year for finance.
Okay.
Oh, money.
Relationship status?
Single.
Single.
Okay. And then what type of content do you stream now if you're not doing OF?
I game. I react to like news, any videos that my fans sent me, kind of just like what the normal streamers do.
News? Okay.
Yes.
Are your parents together?
Yes.
All right. Birth control for you?
What was the last question?
Birth control for you or no?
Oh, no.
Who's the best streamer you hung around? You would say that you met.
Neon.
Neon?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Bruh.
No, I have him.
Mark,
Listen,
don't laugh at me.
I have him tatted. Yeah, I have him tatted on me too. I love Neon.
Wait, tatted?
Hold on. You got a nigga tatted on you?
Yes, I do.
Yo, nigga.
Maybe
Yo.
he's the ex. That's what it is.
Did you fuck Neon?
No, I did his 30 days.
Hand job?
No. Oh my God, no. I did his 30-day subathon, so I got the
Would
tattoo.
you fuck him though?
No, we're just friends. No.
Damn,
He's
sorry.
handsome, but like, no.
Sorry, Neon.
Right.
I tried though.
Well, I mean, he's dating Iggy Azalea, so I mean, like, come
No,
on.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, if he wanted to,
Come on,
I feel like I would.
All right. Okay.
Wait, the body count?
I don't disclose.
Like you lying already. All right, it's high.
All right. And you said you stream news?
Well, I'm a variety streamer, so like I
Okay,
just
so
do
you
whatever.
cover like politics and stuff?
Sometimes if it's like on topic, but I mainly just game. Like
What's the topic?
like if my chat mentions it, or sometimes I do like cases from time to time. But it really is mainly just gaming.
What are games?
You're very diverse. I
Yeah,
guess.
I am variety. That's why I can't really like categorize myself.
Oh, so you suck at games. Gotcha.
You said I suck
Lovely.
at games? No, I'm good at them. No.
Variety gamer sucks. Yeah.
All right.
I guess.
I'm
Interesting.
not going to give any of the OnlyFans girls a hard time, by the way.
Oh well.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm genuinely not. I think OnlyFans is just the natural end result of a hyper-transactional society. And, women using sex to get money is the oldest profession in the book.
Yep.
A lot of them are still using sex to get money or their sexuality to get money. There's a whole bunch of women who don't have OnlyFans and they're in Monaco trying to find a husband to get money.
Yep.
So they're going to say, I'm not a hooker. I've only got a husband. But yeah, you're fucking him for money because you don't want to be with him and he gives you money. So, this whole idea that women are using sex to get money, as disgraceful as it is as old as human time. Now it's an app. But it happens everywhere. A pretty real estate agent is selling houses because she's pretty. Women use sex. They monetize sex. They've always monetized sex. So the fact that we've entered this stage where a woman can download an app and cut the bullshit and make it hyper-transactional as opposed to going to find a rich man and pretending to care about him, I think this is just the end result of the bullshit world we live in. I truly do. I think it's the end result of the bullshit world we live in. And I think most girls are doing something similar to it anyway with their dating with their dating habits. Most girls are going out, dating a man, living off him, dating a next man, living off him, dating a next man. They're hookers too. They're hookers too.
They be trading a plate of food.
They're
Yeah.
hookers
Over here
too.
in Miami.
everything's
These bitches are
transactional.
hoes for
The
sure.
whole- that's right. We're getting there. My words are starting to seep into their consciousness. Everything is transactional, correct. By the end of it, they're going to be talking the truth. Everything in the world is transactional. That is absolutely correct. And the point I was making earlier is that if you did reverse the roles, if a woman did give a man what a man gives a woman, that man would actually probably, even though biologically it's far worse, accept infidelity. If you have a gardener, who's cleaning who's cutting the grass in a big mansion, and he starts fucking the wife of a billionaire, and she's giving him Ferraris, she puts him in a penthouse, she gives him spending money, she's taking care of this nobody gardener. You think he's gonna complain that she fucks her old husband? He'll be like, whatever, give me the bag, give me the money, give me the money. He ain't gonna give a fuck. So men, even though a woman sleeping with someone else is biologically worse, men would still accept it. But women in their hubris think they can live off a man, take his money, and then also tell him what to fucking do with his own dick. And it's bullshit. It's not real. It just gets you dumped and replaced. That's it. And once you've been dumped and replaced enough times, your heart dies because you can't take so many dicks until you totally give up on love altogether.
Yes.
And then you just become a complete fucking gold digger. So that's why I'm saying there's nothing wrong with OnlyFans. Well, there's a lot wrong with OnlyFans. What I'm actually trying to say is that OnlyFans is no different to what most of these girls in Miami are doing anyway. They're all doing it anyway.
Yeah,
It's
anyway.
just they're not using an app.
Say no to
It doesn't matter. They're just spreading their legs and getting their bills paid. What's the fucking difference, bro?
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Same shit.
Yeah.
All right. What about your name? For you? Your turn. Yep.
Havari,
Okay. How old are you, Havari?
26,
Where are you from?
Brazil. I'm from Brazil.
All right. What do you do for work?
CEO, we live Havari K. You know,
Okay. What
we're
kind?
available on Kick. Shout out Kick.
She streams.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say CEO. She said CEO Havari. I didn't know what that was. Okay.
Tech
highest
company,
education-
my brother. Nice to meet you. We live. We're a tech company.
Okay. What kind of tech do you guys do?
We have built an app coming up soon.
What does the app do?
The stream app.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So it's gonna be like Kick.
Yeah. You know,
YouTube
we
or
have our
Rumble
own
or-
style. We have our own style.
Okay. When does it come out?
So,
Okay.
I'm gonna drop on the stream.
Guys, she is not a transformer, okay? She had a kid recently. Relax, people. Like she
I just took
doesn't
the
have a
rides
penis.
when I was working out, broski. Like you,
Yeah.
Bushi.
I mean, like Chef saying like you're a transformer, so I don't know what's going on.
That's the Brazilian accent.
yeah, like
That's
the
accent
voice
from
is fine,
Brazil.
but guys, I confirm.
Nah,
that
every
she
girl in
is-
Brazil take rides, homie. Like you, just relax. That's
Yeah.
normal.
All
They
right.
get more horny though. Get a gym, girl. You'll be happy.
All right. Relationship status.
Married.
Okay. Are your parents together?
Huh?
Are your parents together?
My parents, no, my dad couldn't be around me because my grandma broke it up our relationship.
Okay. And
You
then
know.
birth control for you?
Huh?
Birth control for you?
No,
No.
extremely natural. What's up, pum pum.
Okay. And then Brazilian. Okay. All right. And then wait.
Yep.
Green card.
Yep.
Is it the same guy?
Let me tell you something.
Bruh.
Let me tell you something. Okay.
Who's Trump's America?
One day you're gonna meet a woman that's successful already, and nothing that you offer her please her. So nice to meet you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
is. Yeah,
Them
that's fine.
hoes are looking for money.
Yeah.
What about the ones that are already born with it?
Yo, Chris be fucking up, man.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Chris be fucking up.
Yeah, long story short. She got with a guy for a green card.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine.
any
Not the green money, the
immigration
green card.
status. First of all, immigration status. I'm talking about all the immigrants that have been abused from an American that brought us here. You know, I was abused by an American, and today I am American. You know, beautiful.
Worked out.
Beautiful.
That was what she put in her temporary protected status application for asylum. That's what she put.
Everything, huh? Nah, I never
Oh my
hide
God.
anything. The immigration come a lot of times, and I am American today. But sadly,
You niggas owe me money.
mentally
I'm
damaged.
You owe me money.
Y'all
I'm listening to this.
y'all
I'm
niggas
listening to
fucking
this
it
shit
up.
for free, bro.
For sure.
You owe me some money.
Yeah, let's move on.
American,
That shit hurts.
it's a prize.
But it's
to
funny
marry
because she
American.
came before.
Ew, I can't.
I called it that
What
she
you
got with a guy
mean?
for a green card. Now she's an American citizen, bro.
Bro.
Now, hey, Hey man.
My
Ice,
kid
niggas,
is
what
American.
y'all doing, bro?
I birthed a kid here. Like I don't get what you coming from.
Anchor, baby.
Call
okay.
Ice.
Yeah, call Ice. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Taylor.
All right, how old
Shout
you,
out
Taylor?
Ice. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Where are you from?
I'm from California,
What part of California?
Santa Cruz.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I go on a private platform.
What the fuck?
What is that?
It means OnlyFans, and it's fine. It's fine.
Is that all?
Girls, I'm not here to blaze you for OnlyFans. It's too easy. I'm really not here to do it. You know what? Genuinely, you're just a product of a fucked up society.
There you go.
I agree.
You're a product of a fucked up society. You're sitting here, you're being told you should be independent. You're being told you should never submit to a man. You're being told you should be from buttfuck Pennsylvania
I
and
was
not
told to
look
be a
for a man who can
housewife. What's
provide for
up?
you. You should fuck some dude because he's funny. You're running around the world. You don't understand anything about how things actually operate. You're sitting at home, your bills need paying. The only thing you have on the planet anyone gives a
Americans
shit
only.
about. The only thing you have on the planet anyone gives a shit about is pussy. You got a camera phone, so you try and make some money. This is a fucked up world. You're living in it. And for you to ignore the psyop, for you to resist the psyop as a female is extremely difficult. There is a reason why men have been in charge of everything since forever, because we help you and protect you from yourselves. We come along and say, no, don't do that. That's wrong. That's why fathers were in charge of their daughters. I'm going to save you from your own decisions. But now we're not allowed to do that. So you've been left to your own devices, and what do? Take pictures of your pussy, sell it for fucking pennies. That's what you do. You're victims of a fucked up society. And I really am not attacking you saying that you shouldn't have an OnlyFans. You're doing what anybody who's caught up in this bullshit matrix, who's never looked at it detailed and thought about what they're doing, is going to do.
Yeah.
You're selling pussy for fucking pennies because that's the world we now live in. And what I'm saying to you, genuinely, this is an actual thought experiment. I ask you, as women, is it better to be a woman who's taking pictures of her pussy and selling it for pennies? Or is it better to be the wife of a rich man who takes care of her completely and once a week he's gone for an hour? Like, which is actually more respectable?
Damn.
Which is actually better? Which is going to lead to family? Which is going to give you kids? Which is going to give you love? You think the man doesn't love you? Of course he loves you. None of these men who are paying for your fucking pussy pictures are going to defend you if someone breaks into your house. So I'm saying to you that this idea, oh no, cheating's so wrong. I couldn't have a rich man who takes care of me because he'll have another girl. I couldn't accept that. Instead, what I'm going to accept doing, because I can't pay the bills, is taking pictures of my pussy and tits and selling them to fucking randoms for 99 cents. And you think a man cheating is wrong? Wake the fuck up. If I was a chick and you said to me, you can go to Monaco, get a billionaire husband who fucks other girls and live on a yacht, or you could take pictures of your pussy with a fucking iPhone 14 and a cracked screen. Guess which one I'd do? Because I'm not an idiot. So this OnlyFans shit proves how stupid your decisions are in the fucking first place. Wake up.
It wasn't you charged for
Yo.
human trafficking
Yo.
in
yeah.
America?
Yo.
Not
Correct.
America. Not America.
El Chris, bro.
Where?
I was so we can talk about this. Let's talk
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
yeah. We would love to hear
So
about it.
this is a long 1 hour story.
It's legal in her country, so that's why she's like confused.
But I caught a case in the most corrupt country in Europe for human trafficking, money laundering, organized criminal group, attempted murder, assault, battery, for 21 different charges. They're saying I was the head of a mafia. Cool as fuck. But of course it was a lie. And I beat the case. It's a very long story, but to make it short for everybody at home, your ability to speak freely is directly correlated to your insignificance. I was the most Googled man on the planet in 2022,
Beautiful, man.
and they attacked me for it with the legal system,
I
just
love
as they
seeing
have done
women.
with nearly anybody
I've
who's
never
famous.
heard of you. This is the first time
That's
I
a good.
meet you.
That's a good thing. It's
Yeah?
a good thing. So you get brand new ideas into your brain. That's a good thing.
What's crazy about that case is like there were
Today-
2 girls. There were 6 victims total, and 2 girls were like, "We are not victims." They were literally saying over and over and over again,
it was a
"We are
setup.
not victims,"
It was a setup.
and yet they kept putting them in the same category as the other. There were 2 of them that were anonymous, and then the other 2 were, when you look into their past, these are women who had trapped men, extorted money from men. Men had literally killed themselves over their actions.
Correct.
And this constitutes the women who were apparently the victims in the case. It's bullshit. I did a video on this like 2.5 years ago before it was cool to defend the Tates. Destiny the streamer sent all of his little liberal army against me, but time exposes or promotes you, and I knew that eventually
My
he would
G.
be vindicated.
My G. But my G,
Wow.
I was set up by the system.
Wow.
He
and on a
was.
political podcast, I'll give the 2-hour story when I talk to these guys. I was set up by the system. That's what happened.
That's a whole
Hmm.
nother story. The system
It's a
is
whole.
all
I don't want to
fucked
ruin
up.
the night
to help
and get
women,
too
man.
serious.
The
I was
system
set
is all
up
messed
by the
up.
system.
Yep.
And if you understand how the world really operates, how the world actually really works, you will understand that a lot of people are constantly and endlessly set up by the system.
Yeah. But other than
right.
Yeah,
that,
me
stuff.
be set up by
Alright,
the system for
who's
sure.
next?
Taylor, okay, so high school, is there graduation, highest education?
OnlyFans.
Oh,
Own it.
I'm-
Say OnlyFans. Just say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Why?
Because you just said it for me.
But I'm on your side.
I don't need to say it if you already did. Thank you.
All right, so you said you're 19, you graduated high
yes,
school.
I'm in college currently.
You're in college? Okay,
Yes.
what do you major in?
How much you charge?
Oh, my bad. Go find out.
All right, nigga, come on, man.
All right, what are you majoring in college?
I'm majoring in marketing because it's going to help me with what I am doing.
Okay. Are your relationship status?
Single?
Are your parents together?
No. And I'm glad that they are not. They do not belong together.
Okay, birth control for you?
Yes, in my arm.
Okay, and then what are you, white or?
I can give you the list. It's a lot. I'm Spaniard, from Madrid, German, Irish, French, Canadian, Dutch, and Blackfoot
Holy.
Indian. Yeah, I like got just put in like a little pot and
That's
just.
what
Mo,
I'm saying, she's
as Mo
white.
would say, how many parents you got?
How many parents you got?
Honestly, I
That's what
don't.
Mo would say. How many parents you got? There you go.
Okay.
I got
Alright.
two. I know them.
Oh my god.
I actually look a lot like both of them too.
No, you don't. That's good, I guess.
Oh, trust me, I do.
Okay. What about you? What's your name?
my name is Natalia.
Wait, yo. Hip the what?
Hypnotaya?
Natalia.
Natalia.
Oh, Natalia. Okay.
Natalia.
How old are you?
24.
Where are you from?
St. Louis.
Sweetheart. There you go.
What do you do for work?
I work for AT&T.
Oh wow.
All right.
I used to work there too.
A girl with a regular
At the
job. So
store?
far.
No, I
All
work.
right.
I like her already.
I'm
Okay.
a manager.
AT&T.
manager.
Highest education level completed?
I'm currently in college.
Okay. What are you majoring in?
Business administration and accounting.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then relationship status?
Single.
Are your parents together?
No.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
Birth control for you?
No.
And then, well, black, right?
Yeah, black.
African American, yes.
Okay.
Damn, all right.
All right.
That's a beautiful black queen over there. There you go. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Take us through.
Hello. Amy Dangerfield.
Uh-huh.
I am now 30. I turned 30 last
Wait,
year. Play
30?
the sound, Chris. Play the sound.
Wait, 30?
I know you're going to do it.
Damn.
Okay.
I think when I first came on, I was like 26. Like
Damn. All right.
4 years ago.
Australia, you said
I
you're-
know.
Nigga, we getting old.
What
Tell
part
me
of
about it,
Australia?
bro.
From the East Coast, Sunshine Coast, and Gold Coast.
Okay, Gold Coast.
No.
All right, what do you do for work?
So I worked for Valuetainment for a couple of years. I had a show with them, Dangerous Conversations. I recently went independent because my political views, to be honest, have gone a little more extreme.
You know what that means.
And I am now engaged, actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
He worked for Valuetainment as well. We both went independent together.
Congratulations.
That's a good love story.
Thank you.
How long you been engaged?
Probably like about 3 months now, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, and we're gonna
Congratulations.
elope soon because we both actually, you guys know my backstory. We've both been married before. We've done the whole wedding thing. We're just gonna elope and start making babies immediately. That's the plan.
Okay. Well, yeah. You don't have that time.
I have
so
to. I know. I have
that's
like
fair.
5 years before it becomes
Is he
high
white?
risk. Yeah, he's white.
Good
yeah.
job.
All right.
Good job.
Body count?
That's between me and
No,
him.
it's
Sorry.
not.
Yeah, come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Come on.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Are your parents together?
She wants to get married.
My dad passed when I was 3.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then birth control for you?
Never in my life.
Okay. All right. No,
Yeah,
no,
and
no.
I'm really happy to be here with you, Andrew. Literally, one of my first videos I ever did on YouTube was explaining why you and your brother were innocent.
Thank
so
you.
it's
That
cool
really
full circle moment.
means a
and
lot to
plus,
me.
being here on Fresh and Fit, honestly, I have to say, shout out to you guys. Like, I give credit where anytime I'm on
Thank
a
you.
podcast, I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't come on this
it's
show.
all
So
good.
thank
There
you
you
guys.
go.
We're
I
happy
appreciate
that
it.
we're happy that you're engaged and you got you got some
You guys
opportunities.
taught me so much. Literally, you guys taught me so much. So
Fresh
really
and
shaped
Fit.
my worldview.
The
So I
OGs.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
OGs.
appreciate that. Thank
Appreciate
you
it,
very
bro.
much. And I'm glad that you're engaged now. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Good.
What about you? What's your name?
My name is Hala, and I'm 35 years old.
Let me
she's
holler-
here?
You didn't holla?
Uh-huh.
Let me holler at you real
Wait,
quick.
wait.
Yeah.
Smooth. That's why they call him fresh. That's why they call him fresh.
It works, man.
All right, where are you from?
I'm from California.
All right. What do you do for work?
So I do a few things. I'm a real estate agent, and I also am a partner in an aphrodisiac herbs company.
Are you a real estate agent in California or here?
Here in
Okay.
Miami? Yeah.
Okay. And then
Aphrodisiac herbs?
Aphrodisiac herbs. Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all natural and organic.
Highest education level completed?
So I have a BA in English. I have my real estate license, obviously, and then I also studied horticulture. So I have I know.
Shit, that's rare.
Yeah, I have a
Plants.
certificate in organic crop production
Wow.
and sustainability.
That's actually
That's
super
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
What's the best vegetable to eat in America?
Well, I would definitely go for something biodynamic, which is difficult to find. You'd have to go to a farmer's market most likely.
Oh, shit.
And, cucumbers are really healthy if they're grown biodynamically.
You like
They
them
have a lot of
longer
minerals.
or fatter? I'm just curious, you know?
They're gonna set it up for you.
I just want to know.
You know what,
It's
I
better.
set
Go
myself
ahead.
up there. But
Fresh.
they are healthy.
Just
Say the
Yeah.
truth
All right,
as a
relationship
woman.
status for you?
I'm single.
Wait,
Do you live in Miami now? Well, you live in Florida now, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
live in Florida.
And then birth control for you?
I'm not in a relationship right now, so no.
all right, so
I'm
body count?
celibate.
Come
Well,
on,
I
man.
think that's a very taboo
Come on,
question,
man.
which
So- so- so-
everybody
so-
is
so-
so
so how?
open to answering, and I really respect that.
You gave me a
my-
bottle of your of your stuff,
I
so we
know.
want to say on stream.
My opinion on my personal
no
opinion.
attachments, which I would try.
Yes,
Yes,
Eddie.
no, it's a
All
good
right,
slow down,
product.
slow down.
What's your racial background?
Well, I'm
White?
half Palestinian and
Okay.
and half
wow.
European.
You don't
Yo.
look it.
No,
You
a lot
look
of
white.
Palestinians
With
are.
blue eyes?
Oh,
Yes, my dad
There's a lot
has.
of
Black
them
with
that,
blue
that look
eyes?
white.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Are you
There's
a
lot of
natural
them,
blonde?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's Palestinians that you would think are white, and you would be like, "What the hell?"
Mhm.
And they speak
So,
full on
so
Arabic. and
you
everything.
live here now?
I live here now. I've lived here a year.
I just got to know real quick.
Palestinian. What was the other half?
Like Scottish,
Okay.
Swedish mix. Yeah.
How long you been here?
1 year.
You ever been with a black guy before?
No.
All right, nigga, let's fucking go.
Okay, so Andrew, we have now we got all the girls introduced, whatever it may be, backgrounds, ages. We got a wide range here from 19 all the way to
35.
35. Do you have any questions for the ladies? It's been a while since you've been in America.
Intro to Andrew.
Hold on, we need an intro for Andrew first.
Actually, I'm like, yo,
Listen.
it's the most Google guy in the
Listen.
world. Like, everybody knows what
We
it's
know
doing.
who you are.
Nah,
They might know who you are, but
Yeah.
let's say because she doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
No way.
Top G, let's go.
Yeah, my name is Andrew
I
Tate.
really don't know.
I'm a feminist, of course. I'm here to support the women. No,
We see the pink.
I blew up to prominence in 2021 and 2022 by telling the truth about the world, and then the system got angry at me and Matrix attacked me. I spent 4 years
Blech.
in jail and locked in my house, and I very recently got free. So I'm here to continue to tell the truth because I don't learn my lesson and I'm fucking stubborn. So until they lock me back up, I'm going to continue to do it. And the reason why I got in so much trouble is that I actually believe the divide between men and women, which we see every day on the Fresh and Fit podcast and everywhere else in the world, is being exploited by the people who are in charge of Earth to do their very best to enslave as many men as possible and prevent as many women as possible from having children. I think this divide is actually artificially manufactured. I think that the ideas they're putting in both men and women's head are designed to make us not compatible any longer. Women don't think like women used to think, and men don't think like men
AKB
used to
Gates.
think, and that's why we don't get along like we used to get along. That's why the birth rates are off a cliff. That's why nobody has happy families, nobody has happy homes. Women don't respect men, men hate women. Everything is falling apart all around the entire world. And there's a lot of girls and a lot of women, especially the younger ones, who sit here with their ideas and opinions, not understanding that they're not ideas and opinions they've come to with their own conclusions and their own life experience. It's a psyop that's been perpetuated upon them. They've watched too much Sex in the City. Crap has been put inside of their brains, and they haven't sat down and actually analyzed where these ideas come from. And those ideas that they're repeating, which have been given to them specifically to make them repulsive to other men and to any man with any degree of testosterone, I think it's important that we continue to tell the truth. So I got in a lot of trouble for doing that because women are actually a huge weapon in enslaving men in the world today. And that's why we live in a world which is basically a gynocracy. If you look at America, women are in charge of everything.
Yep.
A woman can wreck you in court. A woman can lie about you. A woman can falsely accuse you of things you did not do. A woman can take half your money. She could take all your kids. A woman can completely wreck a man, even if he does absolutely everything right. This entire world is being run by women, and the evil people in charge of the world are trying to make women more powerful than men specifically, because it is men who are going to resist against enslavement. It's only men who are going to cause a revolution and fight back against the evil people who are trying to make us all nothing more but slaves. And I think this entire divide we see between men and women is actually extremely important for us to try and heal. I think if we heal it, a lot of things will be fixed along with it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Fair enough. You can
body
read some
count, Andrew?
chats.
Say again?
Body count?
Well, I can guess.
Oh.
But the thing that's interesting is that I can guess and say a number now and it doesn't matter. But the girls who are hiding their body count or don't want to say their body count, I understand very well why they don't want to do that.
Why?
And I think that actually highlights one of the key differences between men and women. The fact that a woman sitting here will not sit and say how many men she's had sex with, and I can sit here and say a number and nobody gives a fuck. That shows there are clearly key biological differences, and there are key socio differences between men and females, and we need to keep that idea for everything else we discussed tonight, because women are going to sit here and pretend that we're all the same and that we're all equal and that they can do everything a man can do and all this crap, but they won't even sit and say how many men they've slept with because they understand intrinsically that their sexuality is actually completely differently wired than a man's sexuality. So it's important we keep that in mind.
People will dap you up, but they'll shame a woman.
You know what? You know the funniest thing? I think Myron actually said this first. When a woman doesn't like another woman, what's the first thing she calls her?
Hoe.
A whore.
Yep.
Bitch.
So if a woman doesn't like another woman, the first thing she says is she's promiscuous. And then a woman will sit and go, I'm promiscuous, it doesn't matter. Then why are you using it as an insult to any other woman you don't like?
Right?
Since the dawn of human time, nobody has ever respected a promiscuous woman, ever. In any holy book, in any society, there's never been a story which is complimentary about a girl who's promiscuous. It's only the opposite. Chastity, virginity, being hard to achieve, hard to obtain, hard to get. Nobody's ever been singing the praises of a hoe, ever. Until this new modern world where they've come along and decided, how do we make men and women dislike each other so nobody has children?
Yep.
How do we get men to give up their warrior spirit? How do we prevent men from going to the streets and finally taking their fucking country back? I know what we'll do. We'll get them scared of their whore wives. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get him married to some bitch who treats him like shit. Tell him if he leaves her, he loses everything he's ever worked for. And he needs to sit at home and simp over some bitch who barely likes him. She's allowed to go out and drink with the boys. You can't even tell her not to do that. This is all done on purpose. And they've really somehow convinced this new generation of women that being promiscuous is somehow a win. It is a fucking L. There is no bigger L for a woman than being fucked left and right by guys who barely remember her.
Yeah.
That is the biggest L on the planet. And if you've been psyoped into believing that's a good thing and that you somehow win, you are definitely a slave to the Matrix. You need to wake up and understand the most important thing you have as a female. You're #1 trump card in the world. In fact, the only advantage you have on this planet is your sexuality. You're not bigger than men. You're not stronger than men. You're not smarter than men. You can't resist enslavement like men. You're more lazy than men. You can't do anything a man can do. The only thing you've got is sex. And if you're throwing it away to any fucking retard in Pennsylvania who drives a fucking Toyota, you need to think twice about what you're doing.
This is biblical. The Bible calls women the weaker vessel, like quite literally in scripture. I mean, it's biblical.
And it's not an insult.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
It's playing to your strengths. You have to look at the board and say, what do I have on the board that I can play with? And women understand that sexuality is their move. That's why they have OnlyFans accounts. So what I'm saying is, if that's your goal, don't throw it away. Be very careful with it. That's all I'm saying. It's an L to give away your gold. It's an L for a man to give all his money away. Why would I give money away to random hoes on the street in Miami if I just walk around and start handing out dollar bills? I'm a dumbass. So if you're going to walk around handing out pussy, guess what you are? You're a dumbass. And this promiscuity is being pushed by the Matrix purposefully because nothing is going to detest a man more than the fact that before he met you, you were promiscuous. What's going to make a man... There's nothing else that will make a man want to take care of you less than the fact you were promiscuous before you met him. I have to take care of you, pay your bills, put up with your shit, get you a house, buy you a car, make sure our children are safe, pay the bills. I have to do all this, and that guy hit it for free? Am I a fucking dumbass? Why am I paying for what he got for free?
Facts.
If you walk into McDonald's and you get a hamburger for $1 and I come next and they say it's $10, I'll be like, why did she pay $1? Why am I paying 10? Am I fucking stupid?
Right.
Promiscuity is lowering your value to all of your future potential partners. It's extremely important that doesn't happen. And that's why the women on here are sitting saying, I don't want to say my body count. I understand why they don't want to say it. I'm not saying they should say it. What I'm saying is that every single female alive actually intrinsically understands her only value or her biggest trump card to other men is her sexuality. And no man wants what every man's had.
Facts.
Andrew?
Sure.
Okay, so if women's sexuality is their only thing, why is it so important what a woman's body count is and not a man's?
Sorry. Again?
Why is it so important what a woman's body count is and not a man's?
Okay. You want to hit this one, Myron?
No, you go.
No, please.
No, you're supposed to guess, bro.
Oh, okay.
They've heard me say
Myron, you
whatever.
can get it after.
I'm just here. I'm just here to moderate. I'm
It's
just
a
here to
genuine
moderate.
question. I'm genuinely
Then
curious
say
from a
it.
men's perspective.
Well, there's
gonna
very
hit it.
specific biological differences, firstly. Firstly, women get pregnant, men don't get pregnant. This is the most important.
Fuck.
There's no,
The one time you don't play the sound.
but this is actually very important because for the longest period of human history, up until very modern times with birth control, etc., if a woman had sex with a man, she might be out of the dating market forever. So she needs to be a lot more careful with who she sleeps with than a man does. Because a man can have sex with a woman, she can get pregnant. The man's not out the dating market. The man can just bounce if he so decides. That's the first thing. It's biological. It's very important. Secondly, from a societal perspective, women, for a very long time, have been praised for their chastity or as close to it as possible. This is why all of society was built. Why do you wear a white dress at a wedding? Do you know why?
Purity.
Purity.
Purity. You're supposed to be a virgin, to be honest. And no one is. But you're supposed to be, right?
But why? But why?
Why? I'll tell you why. Because for the longest period of human history, the only way I could ensure paternity of a child is if my wife was a virgin. How am I going to know that kid's mine? Let's say we live in some country where everyone looks the same, right? I'm Chinese. Ching chang, chang chong, ching wong, wing wang. We all look the fucking... Because for the longest period of human history, the only way I could ensure ching chang, chang chong, ching wong, wing wang, we all look the fucking same. Chinese baby comes out. How do I know that Chinese baby's mine? Now we have DNA tests. All right, cool.
She was
But
loyal.
Back in the day.
humans have evolved over thousands of years, right? How do I know that baby's mine? The easiest and only way for me to know that child, which I now have to take care of, which is supposed to share my name, which I have to invest years into trying to make a prodigy of me, which I have to give my empire to, which I have to give my money to, that son, everything I've ever worked for, everything on my back goes to him. How do I know he's mine?
How
The
do you
easiest, well, the easiest way is if the woman's a virgin. That's
do you know?
probably one of the only ways, right? So we now live in a new modern society where you can trick with science. You can take birth control, you can get DNA tests, you can sleep with all these men and get away with it, etc. But this is not the way things ever were. And if you accept that, then you must accept that evolutionarily, biologically, I would argue that there is a mental component to all of these things. And I want to give you all a thought experiment because I'm treating you like adults. If I told you, here's a girl, you've never met her, and she's had sex with 1,000 men, do you imagine her to be a rational, stable girl, or do you imagine her to be fucking crazy?
She's got the 1,000 cop stare.
I mean,
she's
she's
nuts.
crazy, man.
She's nuts.
Yeah, she's not there.
Okay, so a woman
getting
can't.
it out.
So let's approach this as professionals. Here's the point. In history, if a woman slept with a man and she got pregnant, she was with that man forever. That was it. There was no birth control. There's no
Right.
DNA test.
Correct.
Women are not prepared mentally to go through endless breakups. They sleep with a guy, they have a kid, they're stuck with that guy forever. Men, since the dawn of time, have been sleeping with different women. We're evolved for it. Women aren't. A woman cannot go through life having endless sex with loads of different men and not take genuine mental damage. They end up fucking crazy. They end up on antidepressants. They end up being alcoholics. Any woman who sleeps with 100 men ends up literally fucking nuts. You're not evolved to do that. And if you find a woman who has done it, talk to her for 5 minutes. You'll be like, bitch, you're nuts.
Could I offer
That's the truth.
something real quick? I think that's why Judaism is only passed down through the mother, technically, right? Because that's the only way that you can confirm that that child is actually Jewish because it was birthed by the Jewish mother. You don't know with the father who actually impregnated her at the end of the day. Like, quite literally, Judaism to this day, it is only passed down through the mother.
Do you
For that
think
reason.
that's an interesting point?
Yeah,
I have to be careful
it's
talking
true.
about them because I go to jail.
Oh.
But do you believe a woman can have sex with 1,000 men and retain her sanity?
No.
This is a simple yes or no question.
No.
Because I know men who have slept with 1,000 women and they're fine. Can a woman sleep with 1,000 different men, 1,000 different dicks inside of her, and retain her sanity and happiness as an individual? It's a
women
yes or
are
no
more
question.
emotional.
No, not even 100, in my opinion.
You
Not
lose
even
your-
100.
You don't. You lose your fucking
exactly.
mind. You're not evolved to go through breakups.
Nope.
You're not evolved to do this. You're supposed to have sex with a man, get pregnant, be with that man. You're not supposed to be sleeping with a new man every 3 months.
Right.
This is all modern bullshit, and that's why everyone's losing their fucking minds. How many women are on antidepressants? How many women admit they have a mental condition? How many women admit to being depressed? All of this comes down to the amount of dick they're taking. None of these women should be fucking all these dudes. That's why they're all mental. That's literally why all these women are fucking crazy.
I think
It's
a lot
just
of
the truth.
women agree with you on that.
You're
Like,
right.
like,
No.
because
No.
when a woman
blame
has
them.
a male-centered friend, what is the first thing you do when you become friends with someone? you notice if they're male-centered and you
Right.
do not want to be friends with them.
Right.
And so I feel like we can all agree to a certain extent.
Mhm.
If a person is a certain amount of male-centered, it is an unhealthy friendship because men will become everything about the friendship.
True. I mean,
Nothing else will matter.
One of my best
All right,
friends
real quick,
actually.
ladies, hold on. Guys, I'm going to cut Myron Gaines X. We're going to go on over to Fresh and Fit. So you guys go over to Fresh and Fit on either Rumble or YouTube, whatever you guys want. But yeah, come on over to Fresh and Fit. I'm ending my stream, Myron Gaines X. OSS, all of it is ending. Come on over to either Cats Club or Rumble or Fresh and Fit. But it's only Fresh and Fit, so I'm cutting my stuff right now. Go ahead. Keep going, guys.
I was just gonna say, like, I had a friend who had over 100 bodies, and she's never been in a real relationship. And now she's not my friend. She actually fucked me over in a major way recently. And should I be surprised? Because she's a crazy bitch.
No.
Because girls who have sex with, yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's apply this to something else, right? Relationships are difficult and people argue. We can all agree with that.
Yes.
Women have endless sexual options, even more than high-tiered males, even more than famous men. You can go out and get 100 men a day. You have unlimited sexual options, right? So if you're not prepared to struggle and suffer through the difficulties of a relationship with a man, you always have the option to go out there and get a new man right away. So as soon as the stigma attached with a new dick disappears, because your first 3 or 4 men you sleep with, sleeping with a new guy is a big deal. But once you slept with enough men, it's not a big deal anymore. So you argue with your man, and he pisses you off because men annoy you and people argue, and your instant option, your instant default is I'll just go get a new dick then with a new man. Fuck this guy. Women lose their ability to even be loyal or pair bond or stick through any kind of difficulty with a man if they sleep with too many men.
Can we
'Cause
talk
they
about pair bonding? Actually, that's important.
No,
No,
yeah,
I
let's
want to
talk
ask
about it.
you,
Let's talk about it.
what's
Talk
your
about it.
opinion, Andrew? How many bodies can a girl have before she can no longer pair bond, in your personal opinion?
What is pair bonding?
That's a good question.
Two bodies.
Genuinely be in love with and genuinely obsessed with.
Yes.
Okay.
2, 3. I'm not gonna lie.
What's
Wait,
the
wait,
noise for?
so-
Wait, it's just,
I'm still confused on what it.
That's
So
how you
is there
see
a certain
women.
amount of
It
people who can
exists in
do
the
it?
animal kingdom, right? I mean, no, Andrew, explain.
People
He'll
are
be better.
different. You know,
All right,
everybody's
girls,
different in
one
their
over at
own
a
way.
time.
Yeah, ladies,
girls,
ladies.
one real time, ladies.
Let him explain it, and then he can tell you.
No,
the
I'll
numbers.
listen. How do I see women that's negative? I just said women shouldn't be promiscuous. Is that a negative idea?
No, I agree.
Is
on
that a negative opinion?
That's your personal
No.
opinion.
What have I said that's negative about women in anything I've said so far?
Nothing.
No, you're trying to enlighten women to not be promiscuous.
I'm genuinely asking. If I said something
But you're
offensive, please let
basically
me know.
making it seem like we're hoes.
No,
like,
I'm saying you shouldn't be
men
hoes.
are
He's not saying
hoes
that.
too.
I'm saying
No, he's not saying
I'm
that.
saying you shouldn't be hoes.
If the shoes fit.
I think
Society has changed.
I think we should get to the pair bonding question because that may explain a lot. Andrew, how many women, in your opinion, Andrew, how many women can a girl sleep with before she can no longer
Okay,
pair
so
bond
I
with
have
her
a
man?
controversial opinion
Okay.
on this.
Talk about it.
Okay, let's hear it.
No, but here's the first thing, and I want to actually get you girls' opinions because I'm here to learn. I'm not going to pretend I know it all. Well, I do, but I'm being nice.
Pretending.
I'm pretending. I would argue a woman can only truly deeply fall in love 1, 2, max maybe 3 times. Would you
I agree. Yes,
I agree.
100%.
You fall in love once. You can only truly, deeply, with all of your heart, fall in love 1, 2, maybe max 3 times, and after that, it just doesn't feel the same anymore.
No, I agree. on
I
that.
agree.
I agree
My
with that.
fiance is the only man I've been truly in love with. My first love was like puppy love, I would say. I felt like I loved him. It was 4 years long, but I was young. It was puppy love. This is my first relationship where I'm really, genuinely, truly in love. So I would agree with you.
I don't think women can fall in love over and over again.
Actually, I've only fell in love once.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
But
why?
you're 20, right?
Funny, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes
you're
sense.
busy.
You're
You're
young.
person.
But I had
Yeah.
a baby with the person.
That's
so.
good.
It's
Oh.
okay.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And children are
with him?
beautiful.
Can you be with him? Do you want to get with him for the sake of your baby, maybe?
Girl, he's in jail.
Oh.
Been there. Play the soundtrack. But the point I'm making is women can only fall in love 1, 2, let's assume 3 times.
Yeah.
A man can fall in love over and over and over and over.
No.
I feel like it's
let me give you-
promiscuous.
Well, I'll give you another thought experiment. This is a thought experiment. If a woman sleeps with 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 men, and then the perfect man comes along who's very nice to her and treats her well, etc., because of what I just discussed earlier with the fact that people argue and nothing's perfect and she has unlimited options, she's likely to cheat on that guy and eventually leave him. Whereas if a man sleeps with 50 women and then the perfect little virgin angel who obeys him and does everything he says comes along, he's going to be obsessed with her. He's going to fall in love with her completely and utterly. Men can fall in love at any point during their sexual history. Women get 1, 2, 3 shots max.
Yep.
Then they die inside. Their hearts die inside, and they become gold diggers.
It's true.
This is the guys. This is the current cycle of society. The current cycle of society is this: men and women fall in love at a young age, teenage love, whatever. It doesn't work because young age never works, right? People used to get married back then. No one gets married
does
anymore.
work.
And if you don't get married, you don't have the kid young, it's going to end. Then they go out there, they find another guy they like, they fall in love. And then eventually he cheats, so they leave him because they've been told by society, leave a man the second he cheats. Then they get another guy. And that works for a while, and then it breaks up. Break up, go through a guy, break up, go through a guy. Most hoes don't even want to be hoes. They just keep going looking for this impossible standard that they see on Instagram. I want a man who brings me a G-Wagon full of roses and never cheats and flies me on jets and he's 6'8" and makes $10 million a month. That's what I want. That's what I deserve, girl. I saw on TikTok. And they go through life looking for this unrealistic bullshit. They don't even mean to be whores. They're just going from dude to dude trying to find something that doesn't exist. And eventually, after they've had enough dick, their heart dies and they think, fuck it, I'll just chase the bag. And then they become gold diggers. That's the current cycle of society on repeat. That's all that's happening.
How do you
Isn't it off of like a couple of
Hold on. One at a time. Go ahead.
How do you break that cycle? Because there has to be something that society as a whole can do to address that, because it's a really sad thing.
It is.
No, it really is.
It absolutely is. And we need to prioritize the only thing that actually matters in the world. And that, for me, the only thing that matters between a man and a woman is a child.
Babies.
I think it's beautiful that you have a child. I think it's a good thing. And nobody talks about that. We talk about, you meet a partner, you should be in a relationship, or even people who push the idea of marriage. Personally, and this is controversial, a lot of people disagree with me. Fuck the marriage. The kid matters more than the marriage. The marriage is a piece of paper, bro.
I saw your ex post. It was on point. Honestly, women who are like, I want to be married. I want the big wedding. I want all of this stuff. That's a transactional shit.
Of
You know
course.
what I'm
That's
saying? Like, I
attention-seeking.
completely agree with that
That's
post that you made.
attention-seeking.
100%.
If women were dating from their teens, understanding their primary objective in life is to have beautiful children, then people would stay together longer. But most women at the age of 17 are getting with a man saying, I want kids when I'm 30. So what, you're going to be with this guy for 13 long fucking years? No way. Of course you're going to break up. And then you're going to get another guy, and of course you're going to break up with him. If a woman decides she doesn't want kids till she's old, or older, sorry, the point is, it's nearly impossible to be with one guy, because humans are humans, and we argue and we fight. I can tell you now, the number one women I'm prepared to sit down and try and work it out with are the mothers of my kids, because we have a kid.
Yeah.
If I'm with some girl and she pisses me off and we ain't got a kid, it's like, well, get the fuck out of here. You think there's not another 19-year-old in fucking Miami? Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
So the only thing that matters is children. We should be prioritizing children. Nobody's having children. The birth rate has collapsed. The world is literally imploding. It is literally over for humanity. Nobody talks about this. And the reason nobody talks about it is because it puts a burden of responsibility on females, which we are not allowed to do in society. If you put a burden of responsibility on females, you're the devil. If I told you that all of society was about to implode because aliens have come, and aliens are going to destroy everything, and there's going to be no humans left.
I believe in aliens.
Okay, good. So we need to conscript all of the men and give them guns to go and die against an alien invasion to protect society. You would sit and say, yeah, normal. Everyone's going to die. Men have to go and fucking protect us. That's normal. If I sit and say society's going to implode, in 100 years there's going to be no one left on Earth because women aren't having babies, someone should tell women to have babies, you're going to get offended instantly. How could you possibly expect women to have any desire to propagate the human race? How can you possibly expect women to have any burden to continue humanity? No, women have no burden. Women cannot be expected to do anything. All they should do is take Instagram pictures, spend a man's money, fucking make TikToks, unimportant bullshit, which doesn't even benefit anybody. Then that's the truth of the world we now live in. No woman at the age of 18 in America, if I were to walk down Miami and say, who wants kids at 18? Nobody. And that's why the world's fucked.
Good point.
And until we fix that, it's going to stay fucked.
Good point.
We had a big
more
debate.
kids,
They had a big
Nowadays,
debate.
women don't want kids anymore. especially
Women
at
don't want
18.
kids.
want
What they
kids.
want is Instagram, Birkin bags,
Boats,
traveling, yachts, fucking drink, drugs,
I
and
want
then they need
12
money, so they
kids.
get on OnlyFans. It is the biggest waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
Women waste their lives on the most unimportant bullshit. At least if a man doesn't have kids, by and large, he's trying to at least get rich. At least he's trying to get some fucking money. Most women have no kids. They're not trying to get rich. You know what they're trying to do? Have fun. And it is a waste of fucking time.
Lord.
I
They're
don't think
wasting
This is
their best
because of
years.
social media.
I don't
It's
think
all
it's-
because of social
course.
media.
Of course it is.
Social
So if you
media.
can't admit that, you can't come at women as a whole for it.
I'm not coming at women. I'm
No.
explaining to you how the world is functioning. I'm not your enemy. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm explaining how society is currently operating. And social media is the reason. You're right. Because a woman sits there and goes, my man tries his best. He makes $110,000 a year. He works in a factory. But you know what? I'm scrolling TikTok and I see this Russian bitch in Dubai. She gets flowers bigger than my fucking house. Maybe I can do better. Maybe I can get a richer man. Why am I going to lose the one thing I have to get men sexuality by having a baby with this guy when this guy over here is buying her all that shit? Maybe I should go on a girl's holiday. Maybe I should hold on a little longer. Maybe I can get a richer guy. Maybe if I just wait. And no one's having kids. And then they break up. That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
I can see that.
Happens every day.
Of course.
Yeah.
Happens every day.
And before TikTok and social media and all this bullshit, if you were in Nebraska and you met a dude in Nebraska, you had fucking kids in Nebraska. No one's sitting there talking about Dubai in Nebraska. No, but now everyone's sitting there talking about Dubai, messaging me, trying to get flown out. That's what's happening.
But Andrew, to your point as well, women will have a boyfriend, leave their boyfriend, go to a different state or country, where rich guys are at, stay there to find a guy that can match their dreams. So you're right, bro. 100%.
And their dreams, this is the most important thing. Women's dreams at a young age. When they get older, they get smarter. Women, by and large. But at a young age, are not children. No 20-year-old's dream is children. And if they do say they want children, they say, my dream is children. I want to be a mother. When? When I'm 27. Well, that's not your fucking dream, is it?
Right.
So what's your dream now? Your dream now is a Birkin bag and being a dickhead on TikTok. Your dream is fucking followers. Your dream is pixels on a fucking screen because you're retarded. Your dreams are literally going, wow, 100,000 followers. Yeah, I matter. It's fucking ridiculous. You matter to your child. You matter when your kid looks in your eyes. That's who you matter to.
Yeah.
You don't matter to any of the men fucking blowing up your inbox or any of the dudes giving you likes on Instagram. These men will fuck you and not give a shit if you get hit by a car the next day.
They don't know that.
They don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
But women are not smart enough to sit there and analyze how they've been psyoped by the Matrix specifically and purposefully to avoid having children. And I don't want to get political because I can do it. But if there's families, men are prepared to die to protect their family. Please understand this. If I'm in charge of a country and I come along and want to oppress a population, and that population is full of families, now you have men who say, look, you can try and oppress me, but you're not going to oppress my wife and my fucking kids. I'm going to stand here and defend this street no matter who comes because my wife and my kids live here. When there's no families, why is a man going to stand up and defend a street? He can leave. He can bounce. He can stay in his basement and play video games. Take the fucking street. Don't give a shit. Men give up on defending society because they have nothing to fucking defend. So by convincing women to not have children, now men don't have a vested interest in resisting slavery. And it is only men who can resist slavery. Only us men, crossed arms. Only us men can defend you. Only us, we can defend you from government, other men, anything. That's what men do. So unless we have a vested interest in building a better world, which we're only going to have through family, most men you see in the world today have given up. They sit at home, playing video games, smoking weed, and when the government comes along and says, I'm going to oppress everyone and make everybody slaves, they go, I don't give a fuck. I ain't got a fucking family anyway. No woman talks to me because I ain't rich. I ain't got kids anyway. Fuck it. The people in charge of the world have specifically convinced women to not do the number one thing since the dawn of human time they were obsessed with doing, which is birthing children.
Yeah.
It's incredible the level of psyop which has been successful. It's truly incredible. They've convinced women to not want kids. Isn't that remarkable? Haven't you seen a woman around a child? Haven't you seen like a woman sees a kid and gets baby fever? In most of the world, I've been all around the world. In most of the world outside of the Western Hemisphere, women love the idea of kids. They have a kid, their aunt is there, their mom is there, their sisters have kids, big families, all the women, all the kids. But in America, they're like, no, I don't want a kid, I want a Birkin. You're a fucking retard, bro. You're a fucking retard.
Stupid.
I agree with a lot of the things that you said, but I kind of want to touch on like what he was saying, how women feel like they should just be pampered, especially like when we went through in 2024 with them going through the draft, and women felt like they shouldn't be added to the draft, and it was really messed up because I'm in the army. And I feel like even as a mother, we all should be able to protect our country. And a lot of women feel like, oh, I'm a woman.
You wanted to go to war?
Oh, no, I joined. I'm in the army.
But, I mean, that would put us at a disadvantage. Like, women are good fighters.
Some people don't realize the army is more than just going to war. A lot of us have jobs. A lot of us are police.
Right, behind the scenes stuff, that's different.
There's multiple things. But at the end of the day, it's that women feel like, oh, I shouldn't be put in this box. A man should go fight for us.
Yes.
A man should go do this.
Yes.
And it is unfair. A lot of us.
Well, women can't do what men can do. Like,
a lot of women can. We can do a lot of things.
No, I'm sorry.
Some women can provide. A lot of people, like he asked earlier, is your parents married? a lot of us was raised by single mothers.
May I?
So I just feel like
Sad.
personally, sometimes people have to realize that women can do things too. A lot of us feel like we
Single
can't have
mother make
jobs
the
that
work
pay a lot of
worse.
money.
Women can
we,
do things.
We can do things too, but most women don't want to do
Like
it.
cook.
They don't want to cook. They don't
In
want
the
a
kitchen.
job. They don't
Cooking
want
is
to
less
kitchen.
stressful.
All
May
right.
I offer
Good.
something, please?
It's just in
Well,
general.
like biologically, right? So cortisol is the stress hormone, okay? That men and women experience. Did you know that a teaspoon of cortisol takes a woman one whole day to be able to ingest? She needs to sleep and wake up the next morning to be refreshed. A man can tolerate and process that cortisol within a period of 1 hour. Women in high stress positions don't work, which is why women shouldn't vote, which is why women should not be in politics, and this is why women should not hold high power positions in military or anything else where the safety of the country depends on the people
That's
who are
crazy.
representing it. Like biologically, it's just not compatible. Does that mean that there's not going to be exceptions? Yes. Occasionally, there are going to be exceptions to the rule, but those are exceptions, and we need to be explicitly clear that they are exceptions and not the
But there's
normal
multiple
functioning
roles.
of society.
That is
There's
a
multiple
horrible take
roles,
on
that's what I'm
women.
saying.
No, it's
No.
true.
I
It's
get it.
literally,
Take on women.
But
girl,
there's
it's
multiple
biological.
roles.
It's biological, and
Just
there's been
because it's
tests done on it.
biological-
Y'all
No.
touching on two different things. I'm not saying women should fight. I'm saying that there are roles that women can have a place in. Women can do things too, and women just feel like, oh, let me sell my pussy instead of letting me go and get a job.
Oh, no.
Take care of
That's
me.
better than selling your
That's what
pussy. I'll agree
that's
with
what
you
I'm
on that,
saying.
girl.
That's what I'm
100%.
saying. That's
Yeah, no,
it.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
But I have another take, and I think that
ahead.
let me find a way to explain this.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have a job? For
To
example,
provide.
right? You have a job to get money,
Yes.
and you use that money and you exchange it for the other things you need in the world, right? The reason you don't do everything yourself is because it's not optimal. So you understand, if I'm good at ballet, I'm going to go and do ballet, and I'm going to take the money, and then if I need clothes, I'm going to buy the clothes. I'm not going to make my own clothes. I'm not going to wire up my own house. I'm not going to build my own lodgings. I'm not going to cut my own grass. I'm going to do the one thing I'm good at and take the money and exchange it for the things I'm not as good at.
Right.
Because if you decide to make your own clothes and build your own house, you're going to actually be poor. So you win by optimizing your life, and you optimize your life by focusing on the one thing you are best at and taking that and exchanging it for all the things you are not good at. So I would say, and the reason I made that is so you understand this point, optimally, the best thing a woman can do, what she is best at, is the only thing that men can't do, which is have children. That is the best way for you to win, because men can do basically everything else. Women can do things. Completely right. I agree with you. Women, bro, I know I have a whole bunch of smart women who work for me. I have women lawyers. I go to women judges. Women can do a lot of stuff. But what I'm saying is her optimal, what women are best at, and the reason they're best at it is because no one else can do it,
Yeah.
is having children. So if you're a woman
Women
and you want to
wants to be
optimize your
feminine.
life,
Sending the child back to God.
if you want to approach things purely logically, not emotionally, purely logically, from a chess perspective, if you were to ask me if I was born as a woman, what I would do, I would wake up and go, okay, well, I'm not going to work as hard as a man. I don't want to do the long hours. I don't want to take the risks. I'm not as going to go through all the stress. I'm not going to go through all the pain. It's too hard to make money in the world. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to do the one thing a man can't do, and I'm going to give it to him. And I'm going to find the right man. I'm going to give it to him, and he's going to fix all my other problems. That's how you win as a woman. And before anyone comes along and says, let me tell you this, I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. I have daughters, and people often say to me, Andrew, you have all these controversial opinions. What would you say to your own daughter? I pray my daughter at the age of 18 meets an older guy, 45, 46, gives her a house, gives her a fucking Bentley, gets her pregnant, and gives me grandchildren. And if she comes to me and goes, Dad, what? My husband cheated on me. I'm going to say, are you in the big mansion? Are you driving a Bentley? Okay, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. He's taking care of you. If he stops paying your bills, if he stops protecting you, then come to me. But if you are completely protected and provided for, keep giving me grandchildren, because that is the best thing you can do with your life. I'm rich. Your man's rich. You don't need to make money. That's a waste of time. You don't need a fucking Birkin. You don't need a TikTok account. You don't need an Instagram account. Don't sell pussy for pennies. Stop being an idiot and give me grandkids. That's what I truly hope for my own daughters. That is the best thing they can do. That is what will make me most proud.
And you'll
they
let
all go
your-
to. They
So
all,
you want
And you know
your
what's funny?
daughter to
Hold on,
have
hold on,
to
ladies.
use
Hold
a
on, hold on,
man.
hold on. You know what's
want your
funny,
daughter to
ladies?
get
You know what's
cheated
funny?
on.
You know what's funny? A lot of guys would agree with that wholeheartedly.
100%.
A lot of us would agree with that. I would tell my daughter the same exact thing because I would rather you get cheated on by one guy than get fucked over by a million.
20 dudes.
Sure.
And I'd rather you give me grandkids than waste your time reading a book or doing some fucking TikTok bullshit.
Yep.
Give me grandkids. Create Tates for the bloodline. Let's go into the let's create progeny to propel the name into the future. Let's do something that matters. Everything else is insignificant bullshit.
And here's another thing too. Here's another thing too. Also, I want to say. Men lose status when a woman cheats on them. Women don't lose status when a man cheats on them.
Nope.
To this day, we all know Kobe Bryant's wife by what? Kobe Bryant's wife. He cheated on her.
Bryant.
She still has a legacy. She still has kids. A lot of people gave her a bunch of respect for sticking by him when all that bullshit happened, even though it was a fake accusation. But on the other hand, Will Smith destroyed by getting cheated.
That's right.
Oh,
So women don't lose status or any type of, ability to have a family or anything like that, or their name isn't tarnished when they're cheated on. But men absolutely do. So my daughter, bitch, you're not gonna fucking cheat on him because you're gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna hurt him, and you're gonna hurt me.
Also, Vanessa Bryant has the respect and the money after the fact. That's a W.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I think there's a difference when a woman cheats on a man because she's accepting somebody else's DNA.
Of course.
100%.
Spiritually, I believe women are vessels.
Of
Yep.
course.
So they're taking on that energy.
Correct.
It's a totally different situation. I mean, you look at the Middle Eastern world. Men have multiple wives. They take care of their wives.
Yep.
They love their wives. It's agreed on. It's okay. And you don't see the women upset. They accept that.
Of course.
And it's biologically normal.
And it's we talk about the Middle East, but even here in the West, up until very recent times, it's always been this way. Kings have always had more than one woman.
Yeah.
Men who have
very true. That's
knights.
disgusting.
No, it's not disgusting. It's
It
human
is.
nature.
No, it is.
actually.
So some women
And
can
this-
have kids too. They need kids.
Of course.
That's why they have multiple
We can't
wives.
normalize
Of course.
Back in the day, they had multiple
But
wives so they
it's-
can
we can't
whoever had the
normalize
son
that.
first.
It's been normalized for centuries.
been
I
It's supposed
think.
to be one,
It's a
one of
very-
one.
it's a big
No.
The
history.
monogamy
One.
psyop. The monogamy psyop hurts women more than it hurts men because men are going to cheat. Men are going to fuck anyway. Men do it anyway. It doesn't change anything. Like all you're going to do is make your man lie to you.
It
All you're going to
changes
do
a
is make him
lot.
just go behind your back and lie all the
They
time.
gonna do it
All you're
regardless.
going to do is make him sneak around.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather just say, look, okay,
Find a new man.
whatever, just don't tell me about it and make sure you're home
You
most
said, you
of the
said
time.
find a new man. Hold on, hold on,
I
hold on,
will
hold on.
find
Ladies,
a new
ladies,
man.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Ladies,
My
ladies.
point, sorry, Myron.
No,
my
go ahead, go ahead.
point exactly. Find a new man. Most hoes don't want to be hoes. They don't want to be hoes, but they're out there saying they're going to leave a man for doing something every man does, and after enough dick, their hearts die, and they think, fuck it, I'll just chase the bag and become gold diggers.
What if you don't give them
hold on,
pussy?
hold on. How many ladies disagree with what Andrew's saying right now? I know you do. You disagree here.
She hates it.
Anyone else disagree with this whole concept of having other women?
Just for religious purposes, what I was saying,
For
earlier, I think
religious
the chat cut out as well, like the stream cut out when I was saying that, and asked Andrew like if he believes there are exceptions when it comes to. I understand that Protestantism is like a vessel for feminism, but when it comes to like Catholicism or Eastern Orthodox, for example, I think those are the exceptions. Other than that, when it comes to like secular living, you're 100% right. And I agree with you 100%.
Because it's a
I
All right,
just
so for those of you that disagree, I guess you've had your arms folded for quite a bit. What do you have an issue with? What he's saying?
As far as the cheating thing?
Yeah,
Which-
or
which
you're
part?
just everything. Whether it's monogamy, cheating, the concept of
wait,
not
I
leaving a
actually- I
guy
have a
when someone else is going to
question.
cheat on you.
I have a question. I feel like so how do you go about dating, or do you even date seriously, or do you just hook up?
I don't think you have to hook up. So how would I go about dating? I date a girl
Yeah,
the
do
same
you
way
date?
anyone else would. And if she said,
With the
are you only
intention
dating
of-
me? I'd
Wait,
say
are you
no.
asking him particularly?
Yeah, I'm saying.
She wants
I'm
to know
saying,
you.
do
Personal. She wants
to know
do
your
you
personal
date
situation.
As far like exclusively date, like
I would
you
date a
want-
girl the way anyone else would. And
So-
if she said, are you only dating me? I would say no.
What do you mean by that though?
What do you mean? What do I mean by that? I just wouldn't lie because I
I'm
don't
just
see the point in
curious.
lying.
I'm just
And I would
curious
leave
as
you.
like your end goal. So when you meet somebody that you're attracted to, do you say, "Oh, I just want to hook up," and you're just like, "I want to fuck"?
No,
you
because
know?
that's
Or do
bullshit.
you-
That's gay. I'm not going to sit there and go,
How's that
hi,
gay?
I've just met you. I just want to hook up. I'm saying that I would date the same way anyone else does. And if she said, oh, are you only with me? I would say, no, I'm not.
With what end
And if
goal
she
is
says,
what I mean,
I'm going to
though.
leave you for that, I'm going to say goodbye.
What's your end goal?
He's
with it,
honest.
though?
He's honest about it.
My
Is
end
it
goal is to have
marriage?
children.
Is it like?
My end goal is to have children because I'm in the business of kings.
So you
The business of
wanna-
kings is progeny. I
you-
want as many children as possible.
You
Women
want,
take 9
like,
months to grow a
main
single baby.
girlfriend
You
to
got the
have
point.
I ain't got
children
time.
with.
How are you gonna have children with people and not be loyal to them?
What do you mean?
I
How
don't
am I not loyal?
understand.
Male loyalty, masculine loyalty is shown through protection and provision. I can have 10 women having my children, all driving Bentleys, all in mansions, all protected, all provided for.
It's not
so
about
I
that.
show my love. It actually is.
It's not. It's
And
about
I'll prove
love.
it to you. I'll
It's
prove it
about
to you.
love.
Let me prove it to you. If you read the Bible, forget the Quran because that can be seen as extreme. We're in the West. If you read the Bible, it says that if a man rapes a woman, he must marry her. Why would they force a woman who has been raped to marry the man who raped her? Because marriage means protect and provision. If a man rapes a woman, he must pay for her for life. That is the entire point of marriage. That's what marriage is. Marriage is not sitting there doing couple TikToks like a fucking faggot. Marriage is not walking up and down the aisle with a stupid dress on and being publicly humiliated on Instagram. Marriage is protection and provision. I am your husband if I pay your bills, keep you alive, and nobody can touch you. That makes me your husband. I could have 10 women with my babies because of the amount of money I have and my capabilities in 10 different mansions with 10 different security teams driving 10 different Bentleys. That is my goal. My goal is children. I'm not out here trying to fuck for no reason. I'm not out here trying to date for no reason.
So we're not shit.
It's not that you're not
Women
shit.
are not
No,
nothing.
you're actually the most important thing on the planet because you give the most important thing on the planet, which is children.
Okay, then why disrespect us?
I am.
Why disrespect
I
us?
just,
Why
how,
not
where's,
be
the,
loyal?
where's the disrespect in this? I'm not saying here's a kid go on welfare. I'm not
No,
saying
no, no. You're basically saying,
talking
No.
about his situation.
here's a kid. I'm going to go fuck another girl.
no. You know what?
Hey, it doesn't matter. I pay for everything, so
All
let
right,
me go
ladies,
fuck
No,
some
no,
girl.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
ladies.
She made an important point.
Yeah,
Do you know
go
what would be very disrespectful for me to do to a woman? To take her, to date her, to fuck her all over the place, left and right, not give her a kid, and bounce. You know what would be disrespectful for me to do to a woman? To buy pictures of her fucking pussy for 99 cents. That's disrespectful. Taking a woman and making her an honest person, giving her a beautiful child, making sure she never has to worry about another bill for the rest of her fucking human life.
Sheesh.
Any problem, she calls me ever. She gets holidays all around the world on private fucking planes. She gets beautiful kids. She gets to look into their eyes and they love her back. I'm not disrespecting women. I'm doing the absolute opposite. The men out here who are just fucking you and dumping you don't give a fuck about you. That's disrespect. Every man you've slept with who didn't give you a kid, didn't pay your bills, didn't put you in a house, he disrespected you.
Facts.
Actually.
What
so
if
you're
that's not what we
completely wrong.
want?
But
You're
speaking
completely
as a
wrong.
woman,
What if that's not what we want?
What do you want then?
but speaking
So
as
why
a
are you
woman,
fucking? Why are you fucking if you don't want kids?
Because if men
What-
can have pleasure, so can we.
What are you fucking for?
For fun?
he's
There's no
For
point.
sport?
Can
Men
I
can have
offer?
pleasure, we?
Are you
Sure.
a man?
Can
I want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we're below replacement levels. Do you understand that?
Yep.
That in like literally a few generations, humans may go extinct because we're below replacement levels. I think
Yep.
Andrew Tate's strategy is way more effective, number one, for keeping the planet alive, and number two, in alignment with evolutionary and psychology.
She's correct on
Here's the
that.
thing, at the end of the day,
not
it's in
gonna lie, you're ass kissing a little bit.
No. she's
Nah.
not.
that, I mean, no,
women
it's-
sitting
here's
here
the
and
thing.
saying honest.
Here's the thing. I've been on this podcast literally 4 years ago, and here you maybe you're 20 years old. Okay, so you're
Love,
gonna
but it's
learn
kinda
when it
sounding
comes to time.
You're in love with
No,
me.
no, 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 no.
No,
I'm
she
not-
can
here's
just see
the
the
thing.
truth.
No, I'm in love with my fiance, and
Just
he
because I'm 20
agrees.
doesn't mean I don't know much.
No,
I
I'm
can
not
see a person
I'm
through
not
a person.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that with time you gain wisdom, and wisdom is applied application. It's learning through your personal experience what you go through, and you're gonna learn
And I
in time
understand.
that, dude, we're literally below replacement levels. If we don't adopt this strategy, or people aren't religious and get married and stay monogamous and have as many kids as possible, it's one of those two things. If they do those two things, the human race will survive. If they don't, we will perish.
She's right. Do you know what the biggest achievement in your life has been so far?
My daughter.
Correct.
Yep. I
Correct.
know that because she is. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
And a lot of other women are sending kids back to
absolutely.
guys.
And so,
It
so
actually made me more
gotta
mature.
stop.
All right,
It
hold
made
on, hold
me more
on.
of
Let
a
me ask you a
woman.
question real fast.
No.
So, bitch, whose show are you on?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Don't
what?
fucking
What'd
forget.
you
Like,
say?
so,
What'd
some of
you
you
say?
ladies are just fucking rude to be rude.
What'd you
I'm
say?
like, you know,
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
No,
yeah,
you
just
heard
shut the fuck up and
What was
listen
your
for 2
question?
seconds.
You
It's
heard
very
that.
simple, okay? Right
What
now,
was
your
your
guy.
question?
Right now, I'm gonna get to it. Right now, your guy you said he's in jail, right? And he's not able to be
Oh, we're
there
not
and
talking
provide
about
for
that.
you
We're not
and
talking
everything
about
else
that.
like
He's in jail.
But we're not talking about that.
Well, I need to use that as an analogy of what I'm
No,
gonna say
you
here.
don't need to use that because we're not talking about that.
Yo, who the fuck are you talking to, bro?
just
Shut the
used
fuck up when I'm talking, okay?
Talking to you,
Shut the fuck up
Fresh.
when I'm talking.
He's not fresh, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yo, get the fuck off my shit, man. Get the
Yo.
fuck out of here, bitch. Get the fuck off my shit.
I
Man.
thought you
Frank
were
Castle.
Get your ass up and get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Frank
Stupid ass
Castle.
fucking bitches, man.
You can go.
Can't just be fucking really polite to you dumbass bitches, and you guys are rude. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Ridiculous.
All right, leave.
No,
Get dressed up and get the fuck up out of here.
Andrew's nice, but you
Yeah, you're fucking ridiculous. Get dressed up, get the fuck up out of here, bro.
He wants
Get
you
the
to
fuck
leave.
up out of here.
Bitch, don't be too comfortable.
I don't even know why the fuck you brought her back here, Chris, to be honest. She's fucking retarded.
Yeah, bye.
Get her out of
fine,
here.
Fine.
I was annoyed when she came with
Yeah,
Clive.
bye. Yeah.
you
All right,
can
bye.
go.
Yo, just get up. Just get up and get the fuck up out of here.
You can have your own show. Thank
You're
you.
fucking incredible,
Yeah,
bro.
bye.
Fucking rude,
Yeah,
retarded. Like, fucking incredible. Get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Imagine I go to someone's podcast and does that to them on their live
Incredible.
show. That's crazy.
What
Incredible.
did I do to you?
You did a lot.
Anyway, back to what I was gonna say. I think Andrew's strategy here is basically he just wants to have multiple wives or multiple women and have kids with them because he's trying to have as many kids as possible. The only way that you're gonna accomplish that is by multiple women. I know some of you guys have an issue with that, but I mean, look. You can either have a loser that you could be that's gonna be loyal to you or not. And I would argue most of you guys would prefer to probably have a winner that would take care of you.
Well, let's look at this historically, right? Let's say. All right. So historically, what were kings always trying to do, right?
Have multiple kids.
Have to have as many children as possible, and specifically sons.
Yep.
And that's because you have to hand the empire over to somebody, right? As much as I love my daughters with all of my heart, why am I going to give hundreds of millions of dollars to my daughter so she gives it to some dude she marries?
Yeah.
That's not Tate money anymore. That's Tate money. I earn that money. Me, Tate. I want Tate money. So you want to have sons, right? I'm not actually advocating that men who cannot provide and protect for multiple women should do it. I actually believe a man should pay for his stuff. I'm not saying the government should come along and pay for it. I'm not saying we should have all these kids on welfare. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying certain men in certain positions, if they're primarily focused on having as many children as possible, should be able to do that. And I'm not the only person doing it. Elon does it. Trump does it.
Maybe
All
a
these
young
rich
boy.
men are like, well, I can pay for all this and I want a bunch of kids. I know a guy with 300 kids. And he owns Telegram. Good friend.
really?
Good friend of mine. Yeah, because he's a fucking billionaire. He's a good friend of mine, right? So
Is he paying women to have his kids? Or is that true?
I think he has a sperm bank or something. They can just go there and get have his kid and get rich.
Real bad man.
Yeah, real G. Real G.
He's populating the world.
He's
Let's
populating the
go.
world.
That's true.
But the point I'm actually making is, as much as our friend who just left and other people think I'm disrespecting women, I think the most respectful thing you can do for a woman is turn her into a mother. I think that's actually how you respect a woman.
Yeah.
If I'm going to say to you, I have no intention of turning you into a mother, I just want to fuck you left and right all over the hotel room, and she's going to sit and go, well, I enjoy it too. That's fucking stupid. And the woman loses in that equation. The woman loses, not the man. You know, there's actually a really important language trick I noticed, and I only hear it in America. I've never heard it anywhere else in the world. Women will go, I fucked him. No, he fucked you.
Yep.
You didn't fuck him. He fucked you. And only American girls say that shit as if they're somehow getting something from him. No, he just extracted all of your value right there. He fucks you. You don't fuck him. This is an American bullshit thing that you need to get out of your brain. If you're a woman, you made a point earlier. What if she doesn't want kids? If you don't want kids, don't fuck him. If you're not going to have his child and you don't see yourself with him forever, you don't believe he can pay for and protect you and provide you with a happy home for a child, you have no intention of ever having his baby, then don't fucking have sex with him.
Facts.
That's it.
Well, here's the other thing too. I was gonna say, what she didn't realize is she had a baby with a dude who didn't take care of her, and she's working a job.
Yes.
Versus she could have had that baby with the dude. What's worse? Dude in jail, you got to work to support the baby, and you're by yourself anyway, or a dude that could take care of you, right? And you have a kid with him, and he has other women.
And also, by the way, he cheated, by the way. Remember?
Yeah, he cheated,
on her
and that's why I think she also
multiple
left. Yeah.
So
retarded, bro. And it's like, and she's literally the example of what I mean when I was like, a lot of women like don't think this shit through. Like, dude, what's better? A guy's gonna take care of you. He has multiple girls, and he gets you pregnant, but you have a family, or your dumbass over here leaving him. He's gonna get another guy who's gonna cheat anyway. Now you're stuck with this kid with this loser. She got the worst of the worst.
You're gonna leave a man. You're gonna leave a man you love because he cheats to get with a man you don't love who's gonna cheat.
And added to this point, it takes
Fucking
9
dumb.
months to have a
And with a
baby.
kid.
Who's gonna take care of you while you're pregnant?
So for you, because you've had your arms folded the whole time, just pouting. I'm trying to figure out here what is wrong with what he's saying in our worldview here, because realistically speaking, I think most women would prefer a guy that can take care of them. And might have multiple women over this strategy where you're saying you'd prefer a guy that I guess is 21
Like a
or
strategy. No. Sorry. It's not even like that's just typically what's been.
Do you agree? Do you agree? And this is a genuine question because I enter this with pure intentions. I'm really not here to insult anybody. Do you agree that you should only be sleeping with a man if you see the possibility of having his children? at some point.
Yes, but I also very much believe in like marriage and monogamy. I don't like I only ever like if I don't end up with somebody who only wants to be with me and wants to give me children, then I don't want to be with anybody like that. Like to me, then it's cooked. You know what I'm saying? Like
so is this a conversation you had when you first meet them though? Because you said you dated
No.
a couple of dudes.
And then
so
can I
is that a
ask
conversation?
Can I ask a question? Are you getting married under like religion, like any type of religion?
No, I mean my mom was raised Catholic and converted to like Christian, I guess. So I consider myself like Christian, but I also had like a really fucked up childhood with that. Like my dad was is like Native American and like was not
Coffee,
was super
please.
against
Right.
whatever.
So when you get
So-
married, are you getting married through the church?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I think my mom would like to see that, but probably not. I mean,
Do you understand why no one gets married anymore?
I don't really care what other people do.
Of
to
course,
be
but do you
honest.
understand
For
why
me-
nobody gets married anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons
What
why.
are the reasons?
Like dating in general is really fucked up. I think it has a lot to do with social media. Like, I feel like that's a majority of it because it's like grass is always greener on the other side kind of thing. Like,
That's part of it, yeah.
I don't know. I just for me personally, I don't care what other people do as far as
Who
like,
sees the grass greener on the other side, though, in your opinion?
everybody. I think everybody sees like, you know, all the expensive bullshit and this and that and whatever on social media and they think, "Oh, I want that and this and
Who
that."
takes
but-
more
You
action?
think, yeah,
They
you think
think
that
that-
men actually think that, though? Like the grass
I don't
greener on the other
know.
side, there's these rich chicks
I
I'm
don't,
gonna.
I don't think I think speaking generally over a demographic of people is ignorant. I think that's stupid. I think it's situational from person to person, and I don't think that you can. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, men do this or men do that or women do this or women do that. I think that's stupid.
Well, you have to speak in generalizations when you make a point because if I know what you're saying, but when you make a point or you debate something on a podcast, for example, if I were to say men are taller than women, I can't say men are taller than women,
I mean, that's a
except there are
biological
some women who
fact.
are taller
Like,
than men.
that's like-
AG, this one. Exceptions don't disprove the rule.
That's
So we have to make
yeah.
very generalized points.
Yes.
And the reason
Sure.
I know, and I understand you have your personal views, and this is a life hack for all of you women, in case you're ever debating anything in future. Women have this amazing feature of their minds, and it's like it ties into your natural innate narcissism. And the reason you have narcissism is because you have to protect yourselves and prioritize yourselves because you have to stay alive for the children. And humanity, humans, us men, have made you narcissists for a reason because we want you to prioritize yourselves so that you can have kids. I'll give you a very simple example. If there's 100 men and 100 women, then why do the men go to fight and die? Because think about it.
Because they're
Yeah.
biologically
No. Think about no. There's no need for that. If there's 100 men and 100 women in a tribe, why do we as men go die? Because we can send our women to fight their women. Why don't we send the women to die? Why does us men go do it? And I'll tell you why.
Because they reprocreate.
No, I'll tell you why. Because if 80 men die and 20 men come back, those 20 men can have sex with the 100 women and the tribe will continue. Whereas if 80 women die and only 20 women are left, the tribe is over. So female life is actually more important than male life. It always has been for a very long time. That's why it was men stay on the Titanic, women and children get off the Titanic. This is the way it's always been. So we have helped you through the process of evolution become narcissistic. And that's very important for human survival. But I want to give you a tip for when you're debating. Whenever you discuss a meta point or a larger point, what women always do is put it back to them. We're not actually fucking talking about you. We're talking about men, women, society, marriage, the country we're in, failing birth rates. Well, I. No one gives a fuck what you want. We're not talking about you. We're talking about things in general. So I'll re-ask the question. I didn't ask you if you want to get married because I don't give a fuck. I'm asking, why do you think nobody gets married anymore? And it has nothing to do with you. It's actually me just asking your opinion.
Right. Social media, I feel like here specifically, I think a lot of people come here because they want certain things that are materialistic, specifically Miami. Like a lot of women and men, it's transactional. People just want money and they want status and whatever the fuck.
Correct. And I'll tell you another reason why men and women don't get married anymore. Because it used to be a very simple transaction. And women no longer stick to their side of the transaction. The transaction was simple. You're a virgin who listens to me, and I take care of you and pay all of your bills. That was the transaction. I will put you in a house. I will give you children. I'll work in the factory. I'll take care of all that shit. You're going to do as I fucking say, and you're not going to fuck any other dudes. That was the transaction. Women are not sticking to their side of the deal anymore. That's why any man with a brain doesn't get married. That's the truth of it. No man with a brain is going to get married anymore because what is he getting? He is signing up to be raped by the government. It makes no sense. He's not even getting a wife in the traditional sense. He may get married, but he's not getting a wife. The wife you got in 1970, 1960, 1950 is 1,000 times the wife you get today. If I said to you, you got married, you had to obey your man's commands, would you say, yes, I'll do anything my husband says?
Yes.
You'd obey everything he says.
I've
But what if
only
he can't provide?
again, I'm bringing it back to me, but
course.
I've only ever been obedient to the men that I've dated. I listen to them as long as my non-negotiable, if you will, is cheating. I will build
All right, but can't they
resentment.
make the argument? Can't they make the argument that you do pornography, so therefore
I would
you
delete-
relinquish that ability to tell him he has to be monogamous?
Yeah.
For me
What if he told you
personally,
that?
then I would delete that shit. I delete my Instagram.
They can find it. They can see it.
But if it's a problem as far as me actively selling whatever, doing this, that, I'm deleting that shit. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna prioritize your.
But you do understand, like, the internet's forever. People can use
And that's
Wayback
on
Machine.
that.
They're
Like,
gonna find it. They're gonna send it to him. This is why so
Sure.
many girls that do porn can never stay in relationships. Guys constantly send videos of their girl having sex with other dudes.
I've never personally had an issue with somebody that I was dating where they said, I don't want to be with you because of this reason. But I also, like I said,
But
am
they cheated,
like,
though.
okay,
Yeah.
well, no. Like, some of them did. Some of them didn't.
Wait,
Because you're
so?
boring.
You said you broke up with most of them. Why? Could you give like the general reason why, on the balance of probabilities, you broke up with majority of them?
The guy that I dated for the longest, it was like a little over 3 years. We almost got engaged. He just had no like motivation to do anything with his life. Like, he was like,
3 years.
and you're saying that money doesn't matter though, and
I'm not
ambition
talking
doesn't
about money.
matter, but
I'm
it's
talking about like,
ambition.
Yeah, you don't have a life. You don't. You're coming home. You're getting high as fuck every single day, and you have no
3 years, though?
personality. You have no.
Yeah, but if he was ambitious and he was trying his very best, we would
or
argue
just
that he's,
hobbies.
Of course.
Like, do something. with
most
your
men,
life.
but most
Like,
men who are active and energetic and who are doing things are doing what? They're making money.
Yeah, hobbies
I mean,
like that.
99% of the
That's not
time.
a real man. That's a boy.
But I understand what you're saying. I'm just making the meta point about why marriage is broken in this modern world. Marriage is broken
I
because
agree. I think it is.
Okay,
I'm not saying that I disagree with you in that sense. I think it's fucked up.
oh, it is fucked
Yeah.
up, and I don't want to place blames on an entire gender, and I don't want to generalize. But I'm arguing that it is easier to find a man who is prepared to give you a modest house and a picket fence and go to work and have a car and make sure the house is safe. It's much easier to find that than it is to find an obedient woman who hasn't been fucked all over the place. So women have broken this contract. Guys, you have to understand what feminism has given you women. You have pushed for feminism and it has destroyed your lives. There was a point where men couldn't cheat. Do you know when it was? It's when everyone got married in the 1960s to their high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
Then even men were ostracized for cheating. Even men were seen as bad for cheating when women got together in their teenage years, stuck together. But women sat there and said, I don't want to listen to my husband. I don't want to be told what to do. I want to be free. I want feminism. So now you've been given freedom, and what do you have now? You have a few women chasing all the men, being fucked all over the place, not even getting kids out of it. A bunch of other women who can't find a rich man who have to sell pussy for fucking pennies. Feminism has destroyed your lives. Completely taken everything from you.
Yeah.
Now you have to go out there and try and find a man who will marry you, and it's very fucking difficult because a lot of men don't even want to get married anymore. Feminism has wrecked the entire game for you. You pushed for it and shot yourselves in the foot.
No
That's
more
what's
housewives.
actually happened.
No
And
more
it's ridiculous. How has feminism, outside of bullshit rape cases and Me Too garbage, but in terms of general interactions in society, how has feminism hurt men? Because feminism's great. I get fucking different girl every fucking day.
Yep.
These stupid bitches buy their own taxi in and own taxi out of my fucking house. They think they're fucking getting something out of me when I'm getting everything out of them. They're fucking, I say, do you want me to pay your bills? No, I'm a boss girl. Well, then pay your own shit, dummy. Like, bro, feminism's great for any man with a fucking brain. You women are wrecking yourselves. All because you didn't listen to your fucking fathers. You should have listened to men, because you know what your dad would have said? Find a man at 18 who's 45 years old, like I'm telling my daughter when she's older, have some fucking kids, make sure he pays your bills, and behave yourself. You fucked your own lives up.
You know, it's also interesting. It's an MLK Day, Interestingly enough, even MLK was running around having sex with a bunch of chicks.
Yeah, he
hid that shit.
White girls.
We had to find out through declassified.
Yes.
He hid it.
We had to
It wasn't
find out through
acceptable.
And he was
declassified
married.
FBI
My nigga.
documents
My nigga.
that he was running around cheating on people. We didn't even know. For decades, no one knew that he was cheating. So it was some fun.
Feminism made men cheating acceptable. You gave us the card with your feminist bullshit. If you were all still like, no, we're wives, we marry the first man we have sex with, we're gonna obey, we're gonna be home, we're gonna take care of the house, we're gonna have your kids, then everyone will be saying to men, you can't cheat.
But there's reasons why they stopped doing that, though.
They stopped doing it. I'll tell you why. Let's actually analyze this. I'm gonna guess because I don't know for sure, right? But if you talk to a feminist, and I've debated a bunch of them, they're gonna say, well, in the 1950s, what if their man was abusive? What if their man was mean to them? That's one of the reasons, no?
Yeah, but one of the main reasons, like, man, if you get with somebody that's 45 and he wants you while you're young, when you get older, he's gonna leave you for the next one.
When you get older, he's dead.
Sometimes.
When you get older, he's gone.
Sometimes, if you don't have a kid, you know, like you said, you don't have an asset.
But you're gonna have a kid. That's the exact point.
Most of them, they need to have kids. Most of these girls are sending kids back to God. They're aborting them as soon as they get pregnant.
The reason that women were so unhappy with the old marriage contract that people used to have is that some men were pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And some women are pieces of shit. Some people are pieces of shit. In the 1960s, when you got forced, basically, by society to marry the first person you had sex with, perhaps there was a percentage of households where women, unfortunately, got stuck with an alcoholic dickhead or an abusive man who beat the shit out of her. That's true.
Yeah.
But I would argue that in 97% of households, the man was just going to work and paying the bills.
Yeah.
So we've taken the exception and used it to destroy the rule. I'm not saying men are perfect. I'm not saying there wasn't fucking morons. I'm not saying that some women didn't have a hard time. Of course they did. What I'm saying is that we've taken those small examples, and feminism as a whole does this. It takes small examples and extrapolates them out. It's very interesting you said something about generalization of the population, because feminists do this the most. Men have all the power. No. Rich men have all the power. Poor men have no fucking girlfriend, are lonely, and are jerking off every day. Poor men have nothing. No social status, no sympathy from society, no kids, no woman, nothing. A few men have the power. 0.5% of men have the power. Yes. And you're applying that to all men, saying that the patriarchy's evil and that men have all the power. No, actually, most men are far below women. The true power structure of Earth is 0.3% of the ultra elite men. Underneath him and underneath them are attractive women. You have the second best life on the planet. Underneath that, you have mid women. And underneath that, you have broke dudes at the fucking bottom.
But here,
so this extrapolation is very important. So we're going to sit, and if you talk to a feminist, they're going to say, yeah, but the women who were forced to be with a man, one of them might have hit her. Maybe some dickhead in Montana got drunk in 1962 and hit a bitch. Maybe, probably. Of course, some people suck. What I'm saying, society was better when a woman met a man with the intention of having a family. And they stuck together, and the man and the woman were both expected to be loyal to each other, and they had kids. Women said, we don't want that. We don't want to be told what to do. We want to make our own choices. We want to party. We want to run around and do whatever. Girls just want to have fun. Material Girl by Madonna. We want handbags. Well, now you fucking got it. Now you got to share a few dudes at the top with all the money, and they don't want to have kids with you. They just want to fuck you left and right. And that's how you get disrespected. Every girl I've fucked without giving a kid was disrespected. I've never disrespected any of the mothers of my children because they have perfect, beautiful lives, and I gave it to them. I did.
Guys, real quick, we're gonna do a segment the last time on Castle Club for you guys on Castle Club. The link will be in the chat as well. To join for $1, the code is Boots26 all year. Boots26 is the code. Pinned in the chat. Also, we'll do chats real quick because chats been piling up for a while.
Oh, yeah.
On Rumble.
They probably got questions.
Yeah, put the chats, yeah.
All right, so I'll read the chats. Yeah, code, guys, is Boots26. We got you guys. We'll be able to get in the Castle Club for only $1, bro. We got you on ninjas.
Yep.
Okay, W Taze, W Sneeko, W Fresh and Fit. I appreciate you. That's from DG Build. All right, Top Shay says, I'm back, my gents. Good job, Myron. Fresh and F&F Productions. Welcome back, Mr. Tate, Taekwon Ho, these hoes. Once again, I cannot thank you guys enough. Y'all say my life. Shout out to the real world. Got you, Top Shay.
Shout out to real world. By the way, guys, real world link is also as well in the chat down below.
Yeah,
So
if you want girls who need money, we'll teach you how to make money. The link's in the chat.
Yep.
Get in there, guys.
Support Tate, support us.
Boys, modern day women know 1,000 ways to catch a dude cheating, but don't know 3 ways to keep him happy.
I can't even lie.
Well, I would argue a lot of girls know how to attract a guy, but not many can keep him, and that's the problem.
Diglett says, kick the baby.
her baby, the girl who left.
No, he said that way before.
I think he means your baby.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in it when she was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
early though.
That was way before.
The baby? What you mean?
I don't know. I don't know what he means. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Explain, Diglets.
Yeah. For the hoes on the panel, if a man is not getting sex from his wife/girlfriend, is it acceptable for him to cheat? Abdul, get the rocks. They'll probably still say no.
Mr. Clap Cheeks.
Yeah. Well, since who are the two that disagree with it? You guys think would it be okay for him to cheat if his girl isn't giving him sex?
Yeah, I think at that point you should probably break up.
Okay. What about you?
Probably break up. It depends on how long. Like, if you guys were dating for like 2 weeks, maybe she's trying to respect herself, get to know him. I don't know why you'd be dating if it's for 2 weeks. But
how about this? What if the guy's not giving her sex?
Then he's cheating. Break up.
I don't think he's cheating because of that. I don't agree with cheating. That he's cheating because
But is the girl justified in breaking up with him if he doesn't?
It all depends on time. It all depends on time. You have to give us time for
Yeah, you think so too?
I
think you should break up?
No, circumstantial.
Some women get lazy in the bedroom,
Yeah,
and then
why?
they stop.
If
You know, giving throw goat, and then man.
No, but I'm
is
saying
ready
the
to
other
go.
way. If the guy's not having sex with the girl anymore, should she leave?
No,
Please don't like it.
circumstantial.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So this is one
Yeah,
of the
for
reasons
sure.
that I partnered
That
up
means
to
he's-
make
you
it
don't
an
want her anymore.
aphrodisiac for people, because I think they're so supportive, because sometimes there are other issues going on with women and with men. So there are things that people can do, whether it's natural or they go and seek help. But sometimes it's more complex. For a woman, it could be physiological. For a man, it could be as well. So
I also want to say,
it could be. It could help.
if I could offer something, this is the first relationship that I've ever been in where the reason why I brought up the Christianity point is because he will not have sex with me until marriage. He's grown up Christian his whole life, and I'm not going to pretend to be a perfect girl by no means. I fucked up. He is the one who's leading me spiritually in this sense, and he's like, no, the Bible says that we don't do this until we get married, even though he's been married in the past, but we're a new creation in Christ at the end of the day. If you truly believe in the Bible, and I know your religion differentiates, but respecting all religions, like at the end of the day, if you follow what the word says and you genuinely believe it, I think that can be the exception to what
Wait, so how do you,
Andrew's talking about.
how do you get off?
Right.
Come on, nigga. This whole thing is funny. It sounds good.
I don't think he would be. I mean, I get myself off. I don't know if he'd be comfortable with me saying that.
Wait.
Don't talk about. No, don't talk about it. Don't talk
And
about
to be
it.
fair, that is also sin. Masturbation. So, in any sense,
I
just
know.
fuck him, nigga.
For him,
Just fuck him.
he can
No,
only
he doesn't want to.
control
I
the
know.
controllables, though. At the end of the day, he can only control the controllables, right?
But hold on.
No, he doesn't want to
want to.
until we get married. Until we get married.
Look.
He's been a devout Christian his whole life. His
Look,
whole
guys,
life.
it's simple. I can accept that if it's the man deciding it. My issue is when women try to leverage sex against the guy for compliance. That's
I
when I
want
have
it.
issues.
I want it, guys. Like,
So-
I want him.
So
and I
if
can't
he's
wait
the
till we
one
get
telling
married.
you, I don't want to do it, whatever. But like my issue is like when a girl tells you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't have multiple women. Like, bitch, who? What? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I have a serious problem with women having any type of dominance or power in a relationship. I think it's the end.
I agree with that. I agree
I
with
can
that.
respect that. Want it to be Christ-like for sure,
Yeah.
but that's really hard to do nowadays. So
It is hard.
Yeah,
I
props to
can't.
him.
Props to
Trust
him.
me, both of us can't wait. We're gonna elope very soon.
What
Very
happens if
soon.
you don't like it though?
I mean, people talk about this, but I mean, to Andrew's point, back in the day, this is how it was. And this is the reason why people got married so early, because you didn't have the Instagram and the illusion of so many options, right? It's the illusion of so many options that keeps women promiscuous and hypergamous.
But some people are like compatible
Also,
in the bed.
hold
and some
on.
people aren't.
The other thing also is like a woman's sexual satisfaction doesn't really matter that much, if we're gonna be
Facts, yeah,
honest.
facts, yeah, facts.
Like it's her job to please him sexually, not really the other way around. Like, now, look, I think guys should still do it.
nut. Doesn't
They should still go for Chris, man. Like, I still don't think like you know, a guy shouldn't like discount it, but it also isn't the main priority either. Like, I think it's a woman's job to sexually please her man. Like, if the guy
think they
wants to
both
do it,
should be
that's fine, but I think that's selective. Just like if it's elective if a woman wants to work, right? I think it's elective if a guy wants to go ahead and please his girl. Same shit.
Look,
like we provide way more to a relationship than a woman provides. So
Facts.
if we don't want to get you off, who gives a fuck?
Look, if
honestly.
you're a real bad man, you could do both of that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so, again, I said it's the guy's choice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying if he chooses not to that night, It shouldn't be the end of the world.
But religious exceptions, I feel like, are perfectly valid.
Yeah.
If that's what you've believed your whole life, and you live your life by the scripture, and you
Stop the cap.
you're personally
Listen,
convicted.
I hope that you like
Stop
it.
the cap. It's not me, Aaron, Chris. It's not me. It's
Listen, Amy,
him.
all I'm saying is, I hope that you like it. That's all. All right.
Me too. I think.
And if she doesn't, it doesn't matter.
No, yeah.
That's her. Like, bro.
As
Men
long as he
provide
likes
so much
it.
more value. Like it doesn't matter. Like we provide so much. If a girl doesn't like the sex, she can benefit in some other way.
He's the best in every other way.
But I found if sex doesn't satisfy the woman, she'll look sometimes elsewhere.
But she's gonna get satisfied by the shit. She's already satisfied with him
when time
emotionally.
flies by,
Exactly. Emotionally, I'm satisfied with him. He's
Like,
the smartest.
let's get off in the head.
I've met many married women just like that. Oh yeah, I'll be. At some point,
Yeah, but their boyfriend's a cuck. Their husband's a cuck. He's a bitch ass nigga. Like that's what. Like women are stupid. They get off from like all the outside shit.
Yeah.
This is why they can't make decisions or anything. Like they get off on all the shit that's like external. Like it's not really the actual sex. It's my man does this, my man does that. Look at all these other bitches want him. Oh my god, look how all these other men respect him. Like they need all this validation from outside because they're fucking retarded.
Yeah, but she's
You know
smart.
what I mean?
She's smart. She's smart.
So yeah.
I'm trying. It's his decision at the end of the day, though.
It's an interesting conversation to have, and I don't have the answers to this one. It's just an interesting conversation because I think any idea that leads to who is that? I don't know that.
They like
Guys,
yeah, they combine the thing. Don't worry. Keep going.
I love it. Is that Mo?
It's Mo, yeah.
Why is me? Why is me?
Castle Club. Yo.
That's him if he excelled. That's him if he excelled. Oh my god.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, bro. You were saying you were gonna ask.
It's an interesting conversation to have, and I don't have all the answers. I'm literally just opening up the floor for everybody to give their opinions. But when you look at any decision in this world, you can approach it from what makes you feel good and how you feel, and then you can approach it from a societal perspective, what I should do for society, and then you can also approach it from a spiritual perspective, what I should do for my religion. These are all different angles to approach the same problem. Yeah. And it's interesting because some of my biggest debates are with Christians, evangelical Christians, and they're unhappy with how I live my life and some of the things I do. And
they're the worst, man.
Well, but my question is this, and I'm not saying they're wrong. My question is this: if your ideals are leading to the extinction of your people, are they good ideals? This is a genuine. We have to approach this question very significantly and seriously, because a lot of Christians are complaining about Islam taking over the world, or migrants coming, or the country not being what it was, etc. My answer is this: if you have ideals based on spirituality, which are going to lead to the extinction of your race, white people, and religion, Christians, are they good ideas? I don't know. I'm just asking.
If they don't get married, then absolutely not. But if they get married and have as many children as possible, which
but the problem with evangelical Christians is the women run the church, the women run everything. Like evangelical Christian, it's cuck, and Protestantism, a lot of cuckadry, man.
The Bible says that women shouldn't preach, and yet in Protestantism, there's so many female preachers, etc. Like
that's how you know?
It's crazy. It's messed up.
But that's how you know Christianity itself is crumbling from within. It's sad.
No, that's Protestantism. There's
guys.
different denominations, Fresh. There's different. And I mean, Andrew, do you debate this with Tristan? Because I know that he's still Christian, right?
He's an Orthodox Christian with 8 baby mamas.
Okay, so how does he feel about that? I'm curious.
He has 8 baby mamas because my brother will have to come on here and defend his own religious beliefs.
He's coming. So.
Okay.
I'm not here to defend my brother's religious beliefs.
Fair
what
enough.
I'm saying is that you have to look at every decision you make from all of these different angles. And I'm saying that certain decisions being made by certain subsects of the population. Let's not even make it about Christians. Primarily, let's make it about white people. Because I get attacked all the time by white people because my brother and I have so many children. And they say it's because I'm half black and black people have all these kids and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I understand your point. I understand, the black guy who has 25 kids on welfare. I get it. I understand all of that. But if you are literally going to go extinct in the next 30 years, because you refuse to have children, or you can't convince a woman to give you children quick enough, or enough children, then are your ideas so important and so great?
No.
No, because we have to look at this very carefully. I've had white Christian men say to me, you should only have kids with one woman, and any more than that is a sin. I'm like, okay, you can believe whatever you want, but in 50 years, you people won't fucking exist.
That's true.
You won't fucking exist. If your idea leads to nothing other than decimation, is it a good idea? Is suicide a good fucking idea?
No.
I'm Andrew Tate, And in 100 years, there's going to be hundreds of Andrew Tates.
Tates,
Because
yes.
I got fucking rich and I had fucking children. That's what I'm doing. That's my purpose on this planet.
Then
What
legacy.
else am I supposed to do? Buy a 154th car?
Yeah.
What else am I supposed to do? That's what I'm here to do. And I think that, you know, there comes a point in your psyche and your psychology where you eventually wake up and realize that basically nothing else even matters.
Facts.
It's the only thing on the planet that fucking matters. So I respect your man, and I'm not going to insult him. I respect your decisions. I'm just saying that Christians as a whole, sometimes they have these ideas and they're so fantastical. And I'm saying, I actually think it's beautiful that you can respect the Bible so much that you want to wait to have sex with a woman you love. That's a beautiful thing. But what I'm also saying is, in 50 years when the churches are empty,
I understand. He also proposed after 1 month. Andrew,
Which is good.
He
Which is good.
proposed after 1 month, but us knowing each other for a year, working at Valuetainment, we started dating. He proposed after
Beautiful.
1 month, and we plan to elope in a few months. And he's much younger than me. He's
That's beautiful.
26. He
That's
is
beautiful.
26 years old. He wants to have as many kids as possible. He
Beautiful.
told me if we have less than 3, he's going to be very disappointed because
Beautiful.
that's below replacement
Beautiful.
levels.
Good.
So I think it just depends to
Of course
person
it
to
does.
person, but at the end of the day, like you said, the exception does not define the rule.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
I'll agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah.
Like,
Regardless of what, like, I get her saying that I'm like a bootlicker, I'm like sucking up to you guys, whatever. Listen, I came on this podcast for the first time 3 years ago, and Myra and I have had our debates. He made me look like a stupid bitch many a time, okay?
Jill, some of the same ideas that you guys have, actually.
And listen, you learn as you grow, and as you get older, you live and you freaking learn. And I regret wasting the best childbearing years of my life on making money. I regret that so much. And now we're gonna have to have, you know, we're gonna have to get elope and
Get to
make
work.
a lot of babies to
right.
make up for it. At
Have
the end
fun
of
with
the
that
day.
one. J-Flo picks in the building.
J-Flo!
Easy, where is he? Yes, 100%.
Yo, so J-Flo was my first photographer and videographer.
Yeah,
My first
bro.
pranks in Miami. Go Digger Pranks. He came to the studio, met Andrew, did his photos as well. Shout out to him, supporting the show.
You
Real
got his
G.
drone destroyed,
Thank you,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
Didn't he
Actually,
lose his
flew on
drone?
a yacht.
Yeah.
He did a drone. Did you buy him a new drone?
I bought him a new drone.
Yo, Andrew saw the pain in his eyes. You know what? J-Flo, I got you. Here's a new drone. That's love, bro. That's love.
Bro, he's
Yeah.
been doing amazing things ever since. I can't wait. I'm going to catch him while I'm here in Miami.
Listen, words can't describe the appreciation I have for you three, Fresh, Myron, and Andrew. All of you contributed trust, time, and money into me and my business to now thriving at a whole new level. Shout out to you,
Congratulations,
bro.
man.
Respect,
That's
G.
what it's about.
Respect.
Rare, yeah.
Good person,
That's
man.
our goal, man, is helping guys out, man, who come into your life and help you out.
Yep.
Pause. Anything else? What else? Okay.
And guys, we're gonna go to Council Club as well for the last portion of the show, and then Andrew's a jet from there to somewhere else.
Yeah.
All
Okay, salute to the top G. Let's fun go from Ciroc, no Diddy. Bro, that's crazy. When a woman be like, I only attract bad boys, assholes, broke niggas, and disloyal boys, but girls, y'all attract all types of boys, so that means y'all choose the types of boys. Women, y'all are the worst mate selectors, and don't y'all blame us for fucking. Well, let me ask this. For the two girls that disagree the most, what type of guys do you get, and what type of guys do you get?
What type of
Yeah.
guy to
Me?
attract?
Yeah, yeah.
Dicks.
I only go. Okay, this is my personal preference because
Dicks.
I'm not like size.
No, don't worry about yeah, don't worry about it. Chris, bro.
I'm so sorry. I was very. Okay, the type of men I go after, they do have more money than me, and I'm not going to lie. I don't disagree with everything that's being said, but yes, I do have my own opinions, and I think that everyone is allowed to have theirs. I might not necessarily agree with it, and that's okay. I do go after men who can provide for me. And I understand what I do. A lot of men might not agree with it, and I don't try to hide it. There's only been one person I've tried to hide it from. But I'm so sorry.
Do you know why you want a man who makes more than you?
Yes,
Why?
for fun. I'm okay. I'm gonna be so honest with you, and you're gonna completely disagree, and I'm okay with that. I
It's fine.
understand that.
We're here. We're friends. It'll be a very respectful disagreement.
Okay, wonderful.
She belongs to the
So-
streets.
Oh, thank you. So I'm young, and I know that you're gonna be like, you need a lot more time to figure this out. I don't want kids, and I really am not planning on having a husband. I'm bisexual.
Ooh.
I'm just trying to like live my life.
You
at
can
a
choose
young
that though, you
age.
know.
I know, but I feel like
Would you want to date a woman?
I am not interested in dating anyone right now, and I'm not necessarily interested in having sex with everyone in the world. That's not what I'm trying to say.
If you're bisexual, your man can have more than one wife then.
I guess that's nice.
There
That's
you
the
go.
one benefit.
Problem
I
solved.
mean, I just don't plan on having a husband.
Okay, well, your man can have more than one wife, so that's that solved. Do you know why you are attracted to a man that has more money than you?
Because as much as I can give myself own experiences in life, they can give me different ones. And I feel like I would like to hang around people that I would like to be like. So people who have money, people who are successful, people who have an actual life.
You are evolutionarily designed to find a man who can provide for you when you are pregnant. That is why you want to be with a man who has more money than you, because when you have sex with him, your body knows you're supposed to be getting pregnant. And you don't want to be pregnant, unable to work, unable to move, with a man who cannot take care of you. That is why you are naturally attracted to men who can afford to take care of you if you don't work yourself. That is why.
Do you think that women also, like, on some level, are evaluating if someone's intelligent? Like, do they want to procreate with them?
Absolutely.
I think, yeah.
Absolutely. I think, you know, there's a lot of reasons why a woman will want to have children with a man. Of course. I'm not saying that women are not attracted to a man's mind.
Oh, but because if they're signaling that they have resources, I think that naturally would mean that they're intelligent.
Well, money
Right?
money is the only game
Yeah.
that everyone on the planet is playing. Please understand this. There is not a single person alive who does on any country in the world who isn't trying to make money and is being forced to spend money. This economic game we are all thrust into the second we are born. This is the game with every single person on earth as a player. So if you find somebody with a whole bunch of money, of course, they have to be a little bit smarter than the average guy.
Yeah.
That's another reason why it's very attractive. It's the number one score counter. Like, we can talk about IQ, Mensa, all this shit. Really, does it fucking matter? If my IQ is 200 or 100, who gives a fuck? I'm rich. Who gives a fuck? And if someone sits here and goes, I got higher IQ than you, I'll say you're poor. So who gives a shit? The scorecard is cash. And in the world of men, it's the biggest scorecard. We get up every day, early in the morning, we go out there into the world, and we try our very best to make money. You made a point earlier about your men having no ambition and not trying and all these things, and that's the point I made back, counter to it. If he's actually doing anything with his life, it's going to involve making money. It's all men do. That's all we're supposed to do. We're supposed to gather resource, and we're supposed to gather resource primarily so that we can attract a female and for her to know that if she gets pregnant, her bills are paid.
Yeah.
And that's why women are naturally attracted to men who have enough money to do that. It's very natural.
Or they'll lie and say ambition like she's doing right now.
Well, let's do
like,
some-
like
But it's
women
the
always
same
dress
thing.
it up. Like I have a phrase. I say all women are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the
At the
shovel.
shovel.
And what they'll do is they'll say some shit like, "Oh, I want a guy that's ambitious. I want a guy that's hardworking. I want a guy that's, he's responsible." All these terms are nebulous terms for the ability to earn currency.
Yeah.
Like, some girls just aren't as overt about it. She's more overt about it. I want a guy to take care of me. So some girls are just more honest about it. Other girls aren't. Like,
Okay.
she's saying ambition, but ambition amounts to the ability to earn money.
Are we gold diggers if we make our own money and we still just want a man to meet our match?
Yes, and that's what I mean when I say some are just
But what if we
better.
make more money than them, but they're still able to provide for
This
us?
is what I'm saying when I say some girls are just better at hiding the shovel. That's precisely what I mean. That's a part of hiding the shovel, saying, well, I make my own money, but you still care about how much money he makes.
I think
Because
ideally
why would I?
for me,
Why would I date
like-
a man who makes $3?
And that is
an
precisely
hour?
the difference between men and women. He's not going to ask you how much money you make. He doesn't
Right,
give a
he
fuck.
don't care.
He's just going to get with you.
Yep.
Women, on the other hand, have a very strong vested interest in how much money they make.
I think
Okay, I respect your opinion.
when I
It's not opinion, it's fact.
when I start
value.
dating somebody, I don't care how much money you're making while I'm dating you or
Stop the
what your
cap.
job is. Like,
Stop
I
the
want
cap.
the only thing ideally that I want is to be able to have kids, at least 2 kids. That's what I want.
So we're getting there. So you're going to date a
So-
man with the objective that you want to have children with him one day, and for him to have enough ambition to take care of you and the kids. So we agree.
Sure. Yeah. I
So here we
agree.
are,
No,
2
I
hours in. We
agree
agree.
with that part. I don't disagree with that. But I'm not gonna like. I don't want like most of my family like. They don't make a lot of money. They make enough that they take care of their kids and they make sure that their kids have what they need, and that's about it.
Let me give you a controversial opinion,
Sure.
and I have a few. I actually don't think it's that wrong or bad for a woman to be a gold digger. I think if I
I
was a
think that
girl,
that's
I'd be gold
fucking-
digging. The point is this. No, but the point is this. Everything in life is transactional. There is nothing wrong with a woman saying, I'm going to submit to a man, give him children, obey him, and listen to him, not go to the club, not party with other dudes, not talk to my stupid bitch friends who try and break us up. I'm going to do everything he says, but he's going to be rich.
I agree with this.
That is completely fine. That's a transaction. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a gold digger as a woman if you're giving something back. If you're saying, buy me handbags, I'm going to fuck every dude in the city, that's different.
But I agree with the second half of that, but I think that just inherently being a gold digger is disrespectful as fuck. I think that that's trashy, and I don't think that
Shall I tell you how?
should...
Let me tell you how money works in relationships.
I think that is fucking... That's like not even, doesn't even reach top 5 things I'm thinking about when I'm talking to somebody that I really like.
At the end of the day, time don't stop for nobody.
Yet you broke up with all of the ones who made less money than you.
Listen to him.
It didn't have anything to do with the money that they were making.
But
it had to do
Andrew,
with how they
tell-
were treating me and how they spoke to me and how they acted.
Don't you
on
think
a
the money
day-to-day
and their
basis.
status had some impact on the way that they
No,
treated you and
I
the way
don't
they?
think so at
I think that
all.
money has a
I
big
think the
impact. I
only
feel like status
person-
has a big impact on
See,
the
I
way
think
men
the-
carry themselves.
I think the only person that I nearly got engaged to, it was only a financial issue because I knew that he wasn't going to be able to provide for children.
There you go. That proves my point. That proves my point. Like, I'm not trying to fight you, but that literally proves the point that I was just making.
You're not being a
When you
gold
say
digger.
gold digger, I think, oh, buy me handbags, buy me
No,
this,
no,
buy
no,
me
no,
that.
no,
Well, then you're misinterpreting.
That's not a gold
You're misinterpreting the definition. It's someone who should
I mean, I
protect
think
and
that's
provide for your
subjective. I think that's
family.
subjective, and I think you're a dick rider.
It's
I
money
mean,
that's there.
and
feel like
again, you're
time
saying that, and people can say that, but it's lived experience.
I
Like,
mean,
I'm
that's
the
what-
second oldest person on this
Right,
panel,
it's-
and I've
yeah.
had lived
Like,
You think it's
experience
subjective,
of
and I think you're a
knowing.
dick rider?
No, women should be women should genuinely be analyzing their partner's capability to take care of them. There is nothing wrong for a woman to sit and say, I want a man who makes money and can take care of me and earns money. There's nothing wrong with that. And for
Everybody
anyone,
should do that. I think men and women should do that.
no, men
I
shouldn't
think-
do that.
And
Men,
yes,
no.
I do OnlyFans, but at the end of the day, I would delete that shit and work a 9 to 5. I've been a dental assistant. I worked at tattoo shops.
another
I've
then.
done all kinds of
Do another
random
then.
shit.
Why would
That- I make more money doing what I'm doing now, and I
why
haven't.
would a man? Because you have to optimize, right? You can't have everything. You have to choose what's most important to you. Why would a man optimize for a woman's financial status?
I've never had somebody
Instead of optimizing for a woman's loyalty or a woman's chastity or a woman's submissiveness.
She didn't understand the
There's
question.
so
You gotta
many
ask it again.
yeah,
No, hold on.
well,
I need you to pay attention because he actually asked you a very good question. Can you
okay.
say it one more time so she can listen?
Sure. We have to optimize. You can't have everything. You have to choose. So to make sure you understand the question, if I buy a Ferrari, I am optimizing speed over convenience. It's not a convenient car, it's a fast car. If I want a convenient car, I buy something else. You have to optimize. You can't have something that does everything. So my question is this. Why would a man optimize for a woman's income as opposed to optimizing
No.
for her submissiveness?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, no, it is, because you're saying a man...
I'm saying I'd delete that shit immediately if I found somebody that
no
was
one's talking
actually
about you.
willing to
Please
lock
listen.
in.
Please listen to what I'm saying. The point
Well,
I'm making
you
is...
can't generalize like a whole demographic of people.
Why
That's
would
insane.
please listen? I'm not against you. I'm not against you. This is not a fight. Why would a man sit and be concerned with how much money a woman makes instead of optimizing
saying
for?
they would.
You
Why
just
would
said that you should judge each other based on incomes, and what I'm saying, no. A woman should judge a man based on his ability to protect and provide, which is physical and financial. And a man, in my perspective, and I am a man, should judge a woman based on her submissiveness and her chastity and her capability to rear children and the fact she doesn't go to the club and a bunch of other reasons. I don't give a fuck how much a girl makes. I will date a broke girl, a rich girl. It makes no difference to me. Whereas I don't believe women should actually be dating broke men. I am not against the idea of a woman saying...
I don't think we're disagreeing on anything there. I don't think that has anything to do with it at all. I don't think men should date based on how much women make.
At the end of the day, like,
You
time
said
don't
yeah,
stop for
shout out
nobody else. So it's
Detail.
like,
I'm just
we,
saying
like,
I'm like the reason that I do OnlyFans currently because I've had different jobs is only because I'm making more money now and I haven't found
That's
anybody
fine.
to lock in
Okay,
with.
so let me ask the question another way. Let me try again. Andrew? Peace. Woosah. Woosah. Do you think you making more money makes you more attractive to
No,
a
I
man?
don't.
Okay, so you agree that men don't give a shit
I'm
how
just
much
doing
money
that
you
to
make?
survive.
I never asked why you're doing it. Do you agree that men don't give a shit how much money you make?
Yes.
Okay, so when earlier I said a woman should judge a man on the amount of money he makes, and you said we should judge each other on the amount of money both makes,
No,
you
no.
were lying.
No. I'm not saying we should judge each other based on how much we both make. I'm just saying I don't. I don't I'm not looking at somebody and saying, "Oh, I wonder how much this guy makes." Even if he's working like a bullshit 9 to 5
Why
job.
do women?
but he
Why do
has-
women like tall men?
I don't know.
Because he can protect them.
Because they can protect-
I
They
guess
think they have a big thing, but
sure.
it's a lie, of
I
course.
mean, I don't necessarily like I said, visually, I look at people like that's probably the most judgmental that I am.
Do you agree that men and women look for different things? Women look for certain
Sure.
things in a man,
Yeah.
and men look for. Okay, so this is my point. Women look for the ability of a man to protect and provide, which includes financial. Men look for naivety because it's attractive, and lack of experiences in the world, and submissiveness,
That just
and
sounds-
loyalty. I'm telling you what men look for. I'm telling you, we look for completely different things.
I
So
don't
when
know
I
if
say there's
that's
nothing wrong with a woman
valid
wanting her man to
generally,
have
but-
money, and you say, well, a man should want his woman to have money. He doesn't give a fuck.
I feel like a lot
doesn't
of men
care.
don't like that though. Like being naive. A lot of men don't like stupid women.
When I say naive, what I mean is there's something that men find attractive in the world. And let me explain it to you because I'm a man. Men like being your vessel to the world. So I'll give you an example. Not to brag, but I own a plane. If I meet a brand new girl and she gets on my jet and she goes, I like flying private, I'm going to go, who the fuck you been flying private with?
Yep.
You silly bitch. If I get on, she goes, I've never been on a private plane before. I'm like, wifey. Men want to show you the world. We don't want you to have already seen it because if we know you've already seen it, guess what we know? A man showed you. And we don't like it. Let me give you a very simple example. And women don't understand this because women do this all the time. Most women have no idea what men find attractive. Let me give you an example. When women have those Instagram feeds with all their traveling, and they think they look cool, Turks and Caicos, Dubai, and they have all the pretty pictures in the bikini, and there's no man in the pictures, just them.
Only them.
We just scroll up and down and go, whore. A man took her to every single one of those fucking places. If I take her on holiday, she ain't gonna appreciate it. She's seen the fucking world. She's been fucking everywhere. Unattractive. If I find a girl who only has selfies in her bedroom, I'm like, I can show her things. Because, and it's not because I'm a bad person. It's because all my money and all my effort, my $32 million that went into buying my plane, all I want is her to smile. I don't want her to get on there and think it's normal. I want her to go, wow, this is really cool. How did you get a plane? I want to say, oh, well, I want to tell the story. I want to be the fucking man. That's why. So when I say naivety, I'm saying if you find a girl who's experienced so many things and done so much, this is the mistake girls make. They want a girl who's experienced in bed. No, we fucking don't. If I start getting head off a chick and she's too good at it, it makes me feel sick. I'm like, where did you learn this shit? Get the fuck out of here. Everyone goes, you wouldn't want a virgin who's crap in bed. You know what? Fine. At least I know she ain't been fucked left and right by God knows who.
There you go.
Actually. So when I say naivety is attractive, we want to be your vessel to the world. We want to show you things, and we want you to feel appreciative for us showing them to you. That number one thing we want from a woman is her to say, thank you. Thank you for showing me that. I've never seen that before. Wow. That is what men find attractive. Men don't give a fuck how much money you make. Men don't give a fuck what experience you have in bed. In fact, it's actually repulsive. Men don't want you to have been all around the fucking world. All that crap you think men are interested in is actually a turnoff. All of it. If you were to sit and say to a man, I haven't seen anything. I haven't been anywhere. My dad wouldn't let me. I'm waiting for my boyfriend to show me things. I've never been on a private plane. I've never been in a Lamborghini. I've never been to the club. I don't know. I'm not allowed because my dad won't let me. But when I meet the right man, he's going to let me go. Wifey. That's how it works.
What's that true?
I'm not your enemy, by the way. I know you think I'm your enemy. I'm not your enemy.
I really don't.
Okay,
I don't.
good.
I think you think that I disagree with you a lot on more than
You disagree with me and then you agree with me, but it's
No, no,
fine. We'll get there.
For the two girls here, let me ask you guys something, just so it makes more sense for girls. Like, if I told you guys you had a runway show in a month, what would you guys do to prepare? Yeah, you two. If I told you have a runway show, your life depends on it, $1 million contract, it's going to be competitive, you have a good chance of winning, what would you do to prepare?
Shower
Okay.
and shave and
You got a month in advance. What would you start doing?
I do everything on my own. So I do everything on my own.
But I'm saying, like, what would you do? Would you?
Okay, the only thing I would go out of my own vicinity to do is go get a tan.
Okay. What about you? What would you do to prepare for this runway show?
I would probably text my friends that do that and ask them what the fuck do I do, and then I would practice.
Fair.
You know?
So you would do what you need to do to win.
Sure.
Right? Okay. What if I told you, I need you to start eating donuts every single day and get fat? What would you say to that advice?
I don't like donuts, so no.
Okay, but what if I told you got to eat pizza every day and to get fat, and that you got to not go to the gym, not exercise, not shave, not do any of this stuff? What would you say to me?
Like, just do what you have to do? Are we still in the runway context?
Yes, and I'm telling you to do things to gain weight, to not take care of yourself, not put on makeup, etc. See, it's so ridiculous. You guys can't even fathom it.
No, I was gonna answer.
Me with the donut
I was gonna
thing.
answer. I eat whatever I want, so that question wouldn't affect me.
But you would eat more.
I'm not.
You would eat more, and you would not go to the gym and not exercise.
I can eat more. Okay, you know, I don't want to answer that question. I am so sorry.
Okay, and I tell you to do drugs, and I tell you to not sleep, and I tell you not to do
Not that. No. That's
things that
going
would
into
hurt
a
your
whole
ability to be as
different
pretty as
context.
possible at the runway day. Right? Would you take any of that advice?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I would do what I want to do because I am my own person.
Yeah, but if you have the runway show, you're gonna do everything you can to win, right? You're not gonna do anything counterproductive to that if there's like $1 million on the line.
Yeah, but I feel like at the end of the
So
day,
why the
at the end of
hell-
the day, winning doesn't matter in that context. It just matters being.
You're trying to be
in
difficult
there.
right now.
Women are
I'm
fucking
sorry.
stupid, man. Take away their rights.
Yeah, you
Holy
literally-
shit, fucking retards. Ladies, it's very simple. If I tell you, here's the goal, why the fuck would you do things to destroy it? You just said a second ago, I want a guy that can provide for me. I want a guy that does better than me. You do realize by you being on OnlyFans, it's like fucking doing drugs before the runway show. You're doing something completely fucking productive to your goal. And this is why you guys are so dumb, because you guys don't understand what it takes to get to where you got to go. If I make it simple, runway show, this is what you need to do. Oh shit, yeah, I'll do that, cool. But then I'm like, all right, you want to get a guy? Don't do these behaviors. I'm going to do these behaviors anyway because I want to. Because it's not that important.
Be difficult.
But
My
it really
goal
is.
wasn't to get a
Cause and
man.
effect with relationships. I think it's way more situational than like, oh, you're
Where's the
doing
Taliban
a
when you need him, bro?
job And
Where's the fucking Taliban when you need him, bro? Holy shit, man. This shit is crazy.
And again, a lot of them are.
Okay, we're gonna do the last segment here. We're gonna do
Last
Castle
segment?
Club.
Okay. And then you know what we can do last segment? Just have the girls ask their
Yeah.
questions to Andrew.
But also any more chats, Bills?
And then we'll close out.
Cool.
Bro, oh God. All right, see why women can't have rights?
What's
fucking incredible, bro.
Bro, like,
What's next? Okay, we got here.
hemorrhage around.
Cam says, if she has OnlyFans, just know you ain't her only man's. If she opens up her legs for the whole world to see, she shall not get a relationship out of me. For men who have followed FNF and Top G, he shall not simp and never get played, because these types of girls are no good, especially the ones who take off their clothes to get paid. She takes off her clothes for the whole world to see, does not get a subscription from me. Okay?
The rhymes was cold.
Kind of rhyme.
That was good.
Poet.
The rhymes was cold. Huh?
Beautiful.
You know what? I was
Yeah, everybody loves him.
That was pure poetry right
Andrew Tate
there.
being back on the podcast. Yo,
Why did I get included
It's for a
in that?
reason. It's Fat Boy season. Get him, Mo. Get him, Mo. Okay.
Wait, that's an AI of one of my pictures. Wait, who did this?
It's amazing. Man. Yo,
I
guys,
do it.
by the way, Mo gets pussy, by the way. Mo gets girls. He likes girls.
Allegedly.
Who did that?
Modest Mo.
We love Mo.
Anonymous says, I'm up to
Still
4
lying.
months of
Still
expenses
lying.
saved. 12 is the goal. Thanks, Walter. Thanks, Myron. We got you, brother. Money Mondays are the best episodes by far. Anonymous again. And then J. Diaz says, cheating is so childish, and I'm leaving it behind in 2025. I'm going to do the mature thing, and I have fears from now on.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's pretty funny, bro. Gain and Maintain says, watching this is like watching a professor of a college explain a lesson to a kindergarten. You are grown adults, ladies. How's this possible, Andrew? Seen this now 4,000 times on FNF.
I can
W.
answer
Tate.
this. I can answer this. Let me answer this. Women are very blessed, and God has given you a superpower. And the superpower, thank you, is your sexuality.
Yep.
And there's always going to be some man who wants to take you on a date at some time. It really doesn't matter even how ugly you get. The quality of the man will go down, but there'll be some dude somewhere, even if you don't like him back, who wants to take you on a date.
Yeah.
And because of that, you always have some man around who's prepared to fix your problems to some degree. And that allows you to live in a fucking fantasy land.
Yeah.
You get to go through life understanding none of the realities of how the world really works. And when I sit here and try and explain them to you, you can sit and just deny them all and say, no, that's not true. The sky is actually green. It's not blue, it's green. And you can go outside and find some dipshit to take you to fucking Starbucks and sit there and have a carrot cake. And you can say, I think the sky is green. I believe in star signs. I think the sky is green, and everyone thinks it's blue, but I think it's green. And some asshole's gonna go, yeah, it is green, babe. And you get to live in this fucking dream world. And when reality appears, for example, violence or a negative situation, you just call a man on the phone, call the police, and a man comes. You all live in a fucking dream. Men don't get to live in a dream. Because men are in constant and endless competition with each other. Because we already talked about how men need money, and it's the scoreboard of life. So if I'm trying to win the game of money, I need to understand the rules of the game. You get good at chess by understanding how the pieces move. I need to be as realistic as possible all of the time so I can be as competent as possible to win. You don't have to do any of that. So we understand the real world. Most women go through life living in a complete fantasy land, not understanding anything. And when you tell them the truth, they don't want to hear it. The truth of the world is this. You shouldn't be having sex with a man you don't want to have kids with. You shouldn't be wanting to have kids with a man who ain't got any fucking money. So you should want a man who makes enough money to provide for you when you have the children. And you should be optimizing to get that man and have the children as soon as possible, because every year you wait to have them is a year you don't get with them when they're older. Everything else you are doing is a waste of fucking time. The social media that's giving you dopamine is a waste of time. All the fucking studying you're doing to try and make money, you don't need that. Men have money. All the men have money. Every man has fucking money. Waste of time. You need to optimize for the number one thing you are good at, which is children. It saves society, and most importantly, it saves you. It saves your heart, it saves your soul, it saves your mind. That's what you should be doing.
So
That's
what's
the
your
truth.
advice? What's your advice to find a rich man?
It's not just a rich man. I mean, it is a rich man.
A good man.
It is a rich man, but a good man. The number one way to meet good people, let's remove the gender from the argument. The number one way to meet good people is to do what? Be a good person.
Yeah.
If you're a good person, you meet good people.
Amen.
So that is extremely important. If you're going to meet a man and insist on listening to all the feminist bullshit that your friends are putting in your ear, all the bullshit you're watching on Netflix, all the crap you're seeing on TikTok, if you insist on going to the club because you don't listen to no man, if you're going to be a piece of shit chick, guess what kind of dude you're going to end up with? I guarantee any of you women here, despite all of your pasts or what you've done, whether they're good, bad, empty, full, none of it matters. If the next time you meet a man, you are humble, you're not fucking bragging about shit you already did, if you allow him to feel like he can show you the world, if you show him respect, if you sit there and text him good morning every morning and good night every night, if you're nice to him, if you're his piece, I guarantee you're going to find good men. It's really not that hard because men don't want that much. We want to feel respected. We want to feel like our hard work is appreciated. We want a woman who ain't going to fuck no one else. That's it. It ain't that fucking difficult to get a man and keep him. It really isn't. And the fact that you're fucking that up means somehow you fucked it up. It really. Because it's not hard to get a man and be good to him and him go, men, let me ask you a question. Have you noticed that men don't really break up with women? Women leave men. Men, even if you piss us off, we'll reply less. We may cheat, we may see you less, but we never really say, fuck you, block forever. We always keep you. It's really hard to lose a dude. It's fun. We tried to the end. We're like, I've spent so much money on this bitch. She's annoying me. I've spent so much. Let me just fucking ride it out. It's hard to lose a guy. How the fuck are you losing a guy, bro?
Yeah, facts.
And every day we go through war. We wake up. We go out there into the world. We try and make money. We suffer all the fucking stress of that. We deal with the legal cases. We deal with our fucking ops wanting to shoot us. We deal with all this shit. And you know what we do at the end of the day? We scroll up and down our phone and see which woman who is being nice to us. That's it. Not the woman who gives the fucking throat goat. Not the woman who's the fucking best of best. We just scroll up and down and go, which one's being nice? Well, she's nagging. She's nagging. She's nagging. She's being nice to me.
Yeah.
And we go to the nice place because our lives aren't nice. It's actually very easy to keep a man happy.
Yeah.
But you're not interested in keeping a man happy because you believe that you shouldn't have to keep a man happy. A man should only have to keep you happy. Men aren't people. Men don't matter. Men have no feelings. A man should give me everything I want all of the time, and I have no obligation to him in any regard. And if you go through life that way, you're a bad person, which means you're going to meet bad men. If you start being a good person, you'll meet good men. Good men are fucking everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. There are men out there desperate to have families every fucking day of the week. It's women who don't want kids. It's women, not men. Men want kids. Every fucking man wants a son. Every single one.
Facts.
So it's actually very easy to find a good man. Actually. But you have to also, and there's another thing, I'm giving you advice. I'm giving you girls advice, genuinely. If you want to be a professional at anything, you have to analyze the rules of the game. If I'm going to play chess, I have to know how the chessboard works. You have to understand what men find attractive. Most women have never stopped and considered for a second, what do men even find attractive? What do men even like? Okay, you understand the makeup. You understand the looks. But what about personality?
Intelligence.
No, but what about personality?
They don't care about intelligence.
My personality is my favorite part about myself.
Okay, but when I was explaining that men want to be your vessel to the world, that never crossed your mind. If you, let me give you some advice. If you get in a man's car and it's a BMW, It's a BMW. It's not a Lambo. It's not a Bugatti. It's a fucking BMW.
Yep.
Just be like, wow, this is a really nice car. I haven't been in a car like this before. I guarantee he'd be fucking blowing up your fucking phone because you know what every other bitch says when she gets in there? My ex had a Lambo.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, so I'm inferior to your ex? I just picked you up on day one, and now I'm fucking second place to some guy who already came on your fucking face? Why am I here then? Why am I fucking here? How about you get the fuck out? You know what? Every time I picked up a bitch, sorry, I don't want to be misogynistic. My judge is a woman. Every time I picked up a woman, I would take my McLaren. And I would take my McLaren specifically because the handle's on the top and the doors open up. And I would park outside her house and I would sit on my phone and ignore her for a few seconds as she came up to the door to see if she knew how to fucking open it. If she knew how to bust open that McLaren door, I was like, nah, dropping her off quick. When she was like, help, I'm confused. I'm like, all right, okay. She ain't been in one of these. And I let her in. Because I don't want a girl who's been in some other dude's McLaren. I want to show her the world. That's the point.
Yeah.
So a lot of women also are so obsessed because women are narcissistic, as we described earlier, because society and your biology has evolved you to be narcissistic. It's not even your fault. You will sit there with a man on a date. Yeah, and I traveled the world. I've been so many places. I love new experiences. And yeah, I've done this and I've done that. And da-da-da. And the man's just sitting there the entire time going, you've fucking done everything. What the fuck is the point of you then?
Nope.
He wants to be like, you haven't seen anything. Me, with my meager income, with my meager, basic, normal income, can still show you things you have not seen. That allows me to feel like a king at least. The world doesn't see me like a king because I'm not a billionaire. My fucking peers don't see me as a king because I got a normal job. All the kids on TikTok have Lambos. I'm just a normal dude with a BMW. I'm not a king to anyone, but I'm a king to you. I'm a king to you. So now I'm obsessed with you because you're the only avenue I have on this entire planet to feeling how I want to feel. That's how you get a man fucking in love with you. But most women don't even sit and think, what do men find attractive? You know why? Because women don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit what men find attractive. I don't give a shit what's going to make a man obsessed with me. Because I can get fucking pounded by some jerk or some jackass anytime I want. So I believe I'm desirable. Going to the club and getting fucked silly by a guy who barely remembers your name doesn't mean you're desirable. You're desirable when a man takes you out of that bullshit, away from that trash, protects you, provides for you, cares for you, educates you, puts you in a house, gives you children. That's when you're desirable. You're not desirable because a man fucks you. Men will fuck anything. To get the sex, you have to sit there and go, if I'm truly desirable, what's a man actually giving me that detriments him? That's when you're desirable. And that's how you're going to get a good man. You girls need to think and understand the reality of the world because truthfully, in this fucked up world as a woman, it is so easy to win. If you actually give a shit. It's so easy to win if you start thinking.
And that's why I say they're retarded, because they have life on easy mode, and they can literally get anything, and it's like, bruh. But
W clip. Guys, by the way, Andrew, before we go to the segment here, AI is coming full force. 2030, I heard, is going to be in every aspect of most companies. How can guys prepare before AI takes full effect by 2030?
That's a really complicated question, and I think
we need to ask that on our one-on-one interview.
Yeah, that's a really complicated question.
I was leading because real world teaches people how to make money right now.
Yeah, the real world does teach people how to make money right now, and I think the number one advice I can give to anybody in the world today is you need to get rich quickly. It's going to be so much easier to make money from money later. We're living in a world now where it's financialized capitalism. A lot of people don't understand this, and this is actually ties into dating as well, because this is why it's so difficult for the average man to escape the matrix, right? And I can give you a very simple example. If I gave you $1 million in the 80s and said, make more money with this money, you'd go open a store or open a shop. You'd open a mom and pop shop or whatever. But you can't do that now because you can't compete with Amazon. So if I give you $1 million now and I say, make money with this money, you just buy Amazon stock. The world is monopolizing. There are fewer and fewer companies worth more and more, and it is harder and harder to compete with them. Meaning it is easier to turn money into money than it's ever been, and it is near impossible to make money in the first place. It's easier for the rich and harder for the poor. So it's extremely important you get money today and turn that money into more money, because as the time ticks on, as the years go by, it's going to be nearly impossible to go from 0 to 100K. But it's actually very easy to go from 100K to $1 million. And that's why you need to get inside of the real world.
Well, another good thing you mentioned, thing also, I think that's very important people need to understand. You said $1 million in the 1980s. You could take that, open up a store, and still have plenty of money left.
Of course.
You can't even take $1 million now and open up a store. And you won't make nothing.
You can't open a coffee shop.
Yeah.
You can't open a coffee shop.
You can't even, you'd have to get another loan.
Absolutely.
Real quick, Brett.
So,
can you come here a sec? Yes, sir. So Brett actually was in my network, went to real world, learned to clip, and he does all of our clips for us on the show. So shout out to
Yeah,
you.
that's a byproduct right there.
Yo,
though,
Brett, man, let's go, man.
Yeah.
Guys in real world.
Real testimonial.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a link below here. We have a link specifically for the real world. We teach people how to make money online. We teach brand new educational methods. These are methods which are updated every single morning at 8 a.m. So if you go to traditional school, you're going to learn something from a textbook from 1992. We teach you shit that is brand new yesterday. We teach at 8 a.m. every single morning. And this is the only way to make money in the world today because you need to have a first mover's advantage. You need to get in quick. You need to take action. You need to get things done. And you need to get rich before AI finally does cement the gate on social mobility. Because I have a strong feeling the rich are going to be rich forever and the poor are going to be poor forever coming very soon.
You know what's funny? We called this shit 5 years ago. Didn't we?
We said it.
We did.
Didn't we not say
Have
it's going to
nots
be
and
the
have
have-nots?
Have not found out.
We said this 5 years ago.
That's right.
So,
Guys, we want you to win, man. We're winning. You want to win as well. Brett's winning. Most of us here are winning, so you should win too, bro. Don't fucking lose.
yeah, Brett was a brokey, and now he's here working with us.
Don't give up, guys.
So,
Don't give
get
up.
in there. Get in
Yeah,
there, guys. Real World is for real, because we got a guy right here from the Real World. So,
Castle Club, guys.
Yeah,
Boots
Castle Club,
26.
Boots 26. Jump in right now. It's only $1 to join. Don't be a fucking broke faggot. Jump in right now. We're going to close off there.
BOOTS 26 is the code.
and the
$1.
link, and the link is right there. We got a pin in there. I had to go